me to do that. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the American Express Community Stadium for a venue that is befitting of a cup final, such as the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final between Three Bridges and Brighton Hove Albion. My name's Dean Kilford. I'm joined this evening by the fantastic Ian Waterhouse. Ian, good evening. How are you doing?
Dean, I'm so well and so grateful seeing you as well. And it's my first time inside this stadium, and wow, I am absolutely blown away. Imagine how the players are going to feel when they're going to walk out here.
Well, of course, for Three Bridges, it's the first time ever they've been in the final. And we were speaking off camera before about what an incentive it is. And you see for yourself when you walk around here, Three Bridges, Brighton Hove Albion, does that make them favourites on home turf?
Brighton, I would say, come into this one as favourites. I think that's fair to say. Three Bridges, though, don't rule them out, by the way. They are on a high at the minute. They've won at the East South East Division. They've already tasted a bit of success this season. They've scored lots of goals in this competition as well, Dean. They know where the back of the net is. They are riding high at the minute. They're going to be playing Step 3 football next season. And happy birthday to Three Bridges. 125 years of history. What a way it could be to cap it off tonight, eh?
Well, that would be a perfect birthday present, wouldn't it, for Three Bridges, if they were to secure a win.
Well, don't forget, if they're going to do it, might need a penalty shootout. You never know. We could be in for a long evening. Stay with us all night. If it does, every single kick brought to you live.
Absolutely. And Three Bridges, we know they score goals. They've scored them for fun. And particularly when we talk about the underdogs, they went into the semi-final as underdogs against Worthing, who won the National League South. Another victory for a Sussex club this season. They blew them away at the start of that game. Do they need that kind of start this evening?
I think a fast start is crucial. Let's touch on Brighton. Let's give them a lot of credit. They're in the Premier League 2 final as well. Yeah. So both clubs here tonight are enjoying outrageously successful campaigns. Two very, very confident sides.
Well, who's going to win? You're going to have to stay with us through to the bitter ends to find out. But before we came here this evening, we caught up with both managers. So let's hear from the Three Bridges manager that was interviewed by my colleague here, Ian.
Well, what a pleasure it is to be joined by Jamie Krellin, the manager of Three Bridges FC. Jamie, thanks so much for joining us out here. What does this final appearance mean for you and the rest of the team at Three Bridges?
Yeah, it means everything. As I said at the start of the season, we had two aims. One was to win the division that we play in, and we've done that. And the second one was to win this competition. So the boys have done brilliant so far. We've got a big game in front of us tonight. It's going to be tough. We're coming as underdogs for sure. But these boys thrive off that. It's something they relish. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
What's it like coming to a venue like the Amex to come and play this final? It's quite... I imagine for a lot of players, they've probably never played in a stadium like this, so it's quite the experience.
Yeah, and that's why the boys are going to be a bit earlier than normal tonight, just to try and get that out of the system before we go to the warm-up, because it's unnatural. Obviously, we're used to playing in front of about 30 men and his dog, so to come into this sort of facility. But listen, no, the boys deserve it, and that's what it's about tonight, is they deserve this moment and this opportunity to have experiences like this, because they've worked so hard throughout the season.
What does it mean to the community as well of Three Bridges?
Yeah, it means everything. The club's on a journey. kind of started the journey when I took over 3-4 years ago of trying to move the club forward, and we're slowly starting to do that. So for the club to have nights like tonight, it means so much to everyone.
You touched on there, you've won the Isthmian South East Division. It could be a double bubble, bit of silverware. For you personally, as a manager on your journey, where would this rank for you?
Yeah, up there. Yeah, for sure. We won't be settling for anything less than a medal tonight. We'll be disappointed. We're not just coming here to make up the numbers and have an occasion. We're coming here to win the competition because it means a lot to everyone. But for myself, yeah, it'll be up there, and it's, as a young coach, something I want to do. I want to kick on with my own career now, so it will put me in good stead.
How are the boys feeling? Are they all right?
Yeah, they're good. They're so calm. They're just taking their stride. They come out here, act all normal, and then hopefully put on a performance for us. So, yeah, no, they're fine.
Jamie, thank you so much.
Top
Best
man,
of luck
mate.
tonight.
Thank
It's
you.
going to be a cracker.
Cheers,
thank you.
Top man.
So we've just heard from the Three Bridges manager, Jamie Krellin. I'm now delighted to be joined by the Brighton manager, Shannon Roof. Shannon, what a big week it is for you this week, starting here tonight. How are the players feeling? How are you feeling?
Yeah, we're excited. I think for our young players to be here at the Amex, it's really important to them. And, you know, we always try and say that, can we ensure via how well we do in competitions that their debut isn't the first time that they walk out here. So for us every season to try and reach the final of the Sussex Senior Cup is something that's important to us because it gives them opportunities like tonight to play at the Amex. So yeah, excited.
And you've got to, you said this a lot about this competition for these players. Is it local pride? Is it development against sort of more physical, maybe older players, or just a combination of experience? What is it about this competition?
I think it's a combination of all of those things. I think firstly, you know, in terms of what the games look like, they're actually sometimes closer to the players' maybe first loan experience or their first senior opportunity than actually what our league games can be sometimes. So it gives them a real good flavour of senior football. For us, you know, the type of player and level of player that we've always fielded in this competition has been strong. You know, Victor Gaikores, Rob Sanchez, Ben White. So for us, it's a really key part of their development programme and a key part of the games programme for us.
Well, if that hasn't whet your appetite for a game of football, I don't know what will.
It certainly does. And look at where we are as well, Dean. This is where the managers, the players are going to sit. And look at this, they even recline as well.
No, we're going to watch the whole game from here.
I don't think we want to with this rain coming down. At least we'll have cover up there. Listen, without the support of some of the partners here, this just would not be possible. A little bit earlier, we caught up with Damien Pulford from Sussex Transport. Let's hear from him now. Well, what a pleasure it is to be joined by Damien Pulford here, the Managing Director of Sussex Transport. And Damien, we're just having a look. You've got some guests milling around the Amex here. We've got a nice evening now. The sun is shining. Why is it important for Sussex Transport to be involved in such a wonderful competition?
Well, the history of the tournament, Sussex-based, all the teams in and around Sussex. There's four brothers in Sussex Transport. Yeah. We all love our sport. Obviously, the word sport's in the word transport. Yeah. And just getting involved in the community, really. Yeah, thoroughly enjoy it.
So Sussex Transport, a bit of a clue in the name, but tell us more about what it is you guys do.
Yeah, we move and lift things from A to B, and we also store things and distribute things as well. But we're Sussex-based, but we're European hauliers as well, so we move things all around the world.
So you lift things. Who do you think is going to lift the trophy tonight? See what we did there.
I mean, I love.
You're allowed to sit on a fence as well.
I absolutely. I love what you did there. Well, it's a win-win. I mean, I really don't know. It's just going to be a really good event, and it's going to be really interesting because you know, Three Bridges have scored so many goals this year. They're doing really well. They taught Worthing a lesson, and you know, as you know, I mean, Sussex Transport, we you know, support Worthing with the Sussex Transport Community Stadium, and
congratulations to Worthing, by the way, this season.
Yeah, I mean, Worthing have had an amazing time, and I suspect as well Worthing had their eye on other things, you know, that evening at Culver Road. But no, listen, we wish both teams the very best.
Excellent. Look, Damien, enjoy the evening. Thank you for your support as well of the Sussex Transport Senior Cup. Enjoy the evening. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Damien, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ian. Well, you've just heard from our main sponsors, Sussex Transport, but there are many more that help make this showpiece occasion. And here is a big thank you from us. Here's a quick look at them. Well, the time for talking is over. The build-up is nearly over. The team's about to come out onto the pitch. You're listening to live coverage of the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final between Brighton, Hove Albion and Three Bridges. I'm Dean Kilford. Alongside me today is the fantastic Ian Waterhouse. And we've gone from pitch side up to the gantry. And what a view we've got, Ian.
Indeed, I'm really enjoying these introductions, by the way, today. Thank you very much. And can I say, look at that. Blue skies. Now, for anybody who isn't in the south coast, we have had some torrential rain, we've had hailstorms, we've had it all, but I think we've got the best part of the day right now. Conditions are absolutely perfect here inside the Amex.
Well, the conditions are perfect and the team news is in, and Ian has it for you. We'll start with the designated home side, Brighton Hove Albion.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Dean. Of course, managed by Shannon Roof, who we already heard from. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Stephen Hall. Number 2 is Matthew Hayden. 3 is Harry Mills. 4 is Callum Mackley. 5 is Tate Ferdinand. 6 is Zane Alvarez. He's your captain this evening. Number 7 is Aidan West. 8 is Jesse Middleton. 9 is Adam Brett. 10 is Joe Belmont. Number 11 is Kofi Shaw. Your substitutes for Brighton and Hove Albion this evening. Number 12 is Shane and T. 13 is Seb Jensen. 14 is Henry Kosovovic. And 15, Ben Barkley. Number 16 is Eunice Ibrahim. For Three Bridges, managed, of course, by Jamie Krellin. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Sam Roberts. 2 is Dan Ferreira. 3 is Josh Hallard. 5 is Sam Bull. 6 is Hayden Neathey. 9 is Joel Layton. 10 is Kevin Riviera. 11 is Reece Hallard. Number 14 is Aid Adiyinka. 17 is Hayden Velvick. 20 is Charlie Bennett. And, of course, your captain is Noel Layton. Substitutes for Three Bridges. Number 4 is Harvey Willard. 8 is Brian Villavicencio. 12 is Trezor Deficki. 16 is Ben Holden. And 19 is Will Dupre.
There we go, the two lineups are in, and it's a particularly strong-looking lineup for Brighton Hove Albion. We'll start with them first. They've, of course, got the Premier League 2 final in just a couple of days' time. We were maybe talking ahead of the team news coming out that they may have put in a few more of their younger players, but they've gone with a strong-looking lineup.
Yeah, I have, actually, and I did Brighton under-21s against West Ham the other day in the quarter-final of the Premier League 2, and as you rightly say, they have that Premier League 2 final coming up. I believe it's on Friday, isn't it, against Manchester United, to be crowned a Premier League 2 champion, by the way. That's a big deal. They played Tottenham last week at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last Friday and beat Spurs 3-1 in that one. And Stephen Hall played in the game against West Ham. Callum Mackley, Zane Alvarez, Aidan West, Joe Belmont and Kofi Shaw. Shane and T, who's on the bench as part of that game, as was Ben Barkley. It is a strong lineup, but Three Bridges as well. By my reckoning, I think they've only made one change. 2 changes, from the side that drew against Faversham 2-2 in their final game of the season. Trevor Deficki drops to the bench. No Carlos Richards, and in comes Heldon Vejvic and Charlie Bennett.
Indeed, and this Three Bridges side, they know how to win. They've been winning all season. Of course, they've got to the final, but they stormed the league, and of course, they'll be in the Albion Premier Division next season. Just looking at that strong lineup, given the fact that they've had 3.5, 4 weeks off, to be able to keep that group of players together, they're part-time, they're not full-time, to keep those players together, to keep them, surely this occasion will motivate that group to stay together?
I think so, yeah. I mean, like you said, they've won the Albion South East Division, so they've been promoted into Step 3. 125 years of history. It's the best season in the club's history, without a shadow of a doubt. Who's not going to want to play a higher division? And of course, with this final, it is difficult though. I recently did another County Cup final, and one of the teams were they wanted the date to be pushed back a bit, but the opposition were like, but we can't because we're going to lose all of our players. That's how it works at non-league. The simple fact is, soon as you get to the last game of the season, the players start departing, because these non-league clubs quite often can't afford to keep playing the players for another 3 or 4 weeks when they're not playing games. So full credit to Three Bridges for keeping the squad together.
Indeed, and I can see the teams are about to make their way out onto this pitch for the grandest stage in Sussex football. It's the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final as we welcome the 2 teams of Brighton Hove Albion and Three Bridges, and you can feel it in the stadium. Just the crowd on the other side to us, but you can feel it all the way across the pitch here.
Oh, it is rocking inside the Amex tonight for this one. Yes, the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final as the players make the way onto the pitch. You've got to walk past the trophy as well, haven't they? Can I just say, we are live, of course, on the Sussex FA YouTube channel. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's break the algorithm, Dean, and get as many people watching this game tonight. Live chat is open as well. A few comments coming in, if you don't mind. Please do drop a comment in that live chat. Dean and I can see them. So if it's your birthday today or you're celebrating an anniversary, you just want to give a shout out to a friend you know who's watching, please do light up that live chat for you. We can and will more than likely give you a shout out. A couple come in. Richard Lewis says good luck to both teams, but up the Albion. Natsuo 2065 says let's go, Brian. Someone else says you got this, Brian. Elliot Hounslow says bridge. So we've got supporters from both sides. Let us know who you're supporting tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're in the UK, whereabouts in the UK. If you're overseas, we want to know what country, what city, what town, what village. Where are you in the world? Get in contact with us tonight.
And I know that you love this almost as much as the game itself, Ian. And I know, knowing you're going to be throwing out a few quiz questions or two as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, if you've never listened to my commentary before, and I know you have, Dean, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I've got some fun tonight. Got some quizzes coming up. Some Sussex-related quizzes. And Dean,
love it.
I understand you are Mr. Sussex, so you're under pressure tonight.
You've absolutely put me in the pressure hot pot right there with that. Thanks for that. I'll do my best. What happens right now? Just before kickoff, you've had your warm-ups. I mean, the Three Bridges players were on and off that pitch 15, 20 times when they arrived.
I got here today, right, 7:30 kickoff. I got here at about 3:15. This afternoon, and I got here that early because the A27 is a nightmare at times, isn't it? And I've had to park my car about a half-hour walk away. But I can tell you, it wasn't that long after that Three Bridges arrived. We've seen a lot of Jamie Krellin, of course, the manager, former captain of the team as well. So it's quite an emotional moment for him too, having won the league, and it could be a double bubble of trophy lists for Jamie Krellin and Three Bridges in, as we said, their 125th year. Brighton, we didn't see them for quite a bit of time, did we, out on the pitch? So we were waiting for them, because obviously you spoke to Shannon Roof before, didn't you, the manager, of course. But we were waiting and waiting for them to come out. But this is their home ground.
It was, very much last-minute saloon from them. They were warming up just in the pitch, just behind us, behind the stadium. And they sort of made their way over, dribs and drabs. They didn't come to warm up until, 25 minutes before kickoff. That's what it felt like. It was probably a little bit longer than that. But obviously, speaking to Shannon before, he mentioned that these players, they don't get to play on this pitch very often. It's as big for them as it is for the players from Three Bridges. And look at that now as the Three Bridges players go over to their supporting section that you can see over in the West Stand. History could be made if Three Bridges are on the right side of the scoreline tonight.
It's a huge night for both clubs. We do talk about Three Bridges a bit more because they are the underdogs. You sense for these Brighton and Hove Albion players, majority from the under-20s, from the under-18s as well. I think there's going to be big nights ahead for them in their long careers. For a lot of these Three Bridges players, this will be the biggest game that they'll ever play. It'll be the biggest stadium that they ever play. And that's not to do with discredit. It's great honour to them, in fact. Of course, Three Bridges, the club itself, founded in 1901. This season, just so you know, in the Isthmian, they won the league in the Isthmian South East. They played 42 games, won 30 of those 42. They drew 6. They only lost 6. They scored 124 league goals.
It's incredible.
That is incredible. And in fact, in this competition as well, they've scored 17 goals and only conceded 3. They know where to back it in. I know we've already mentioned it before in the previous interviews, but we are about to get underway, Dean.
That's right, and Joe Belmont stands over the ball, ready to get this showpiece occasion underway. We've had some brilliant finals here in recent times. It's the first time in 4 years that Brighton have reached the final, which is unusual for them. sort of 10 times since the turn of the century, they have won this competition. And when they get to the final, they usually win it. 14 times out of 15 occasions, they have lifted this trophy when they've reached the final. And it is Three Bridges to get us underway, and immediately looking to get that fast start on this right-hand side. And I'd expect it to be aggressive. I'd expect it to be forward-thinking. And I'd expect them to have a real go at this young back line.
Well, that number 17, who just made that run on the right wing, Hayden Velvick, he is one of my players to watch out for. He scored in that 4-2 win over Worthing. He also recently scored against AFC Whiteleaf in the league. Certainly one to watch out for, I think, tonight. If you are unfamiliar with the Three Bridges players, watch out for the number 17. Watch out for Charlie Bennett as well. He scored a brace against Worthing in the semi-finals too. But Brighton just holding the ball at the minute. It goes back to Sam Hall between the sticks.
And immediately, when the ball went back to Sam Roberts, the Three Bridges goalkeeper, 5 orange shirts were right up along the back line, looking for that long ball, looking for the flick on, looking to get him behind. And probably can't see as the keeper's got the ball at his feet now. They are pushing and committing players forwards, and they're looking for that long early ball and the flick on. Like, they've got in there and they could get in behind.
Oh, they've got bodies forward here.
It's a great early chance for Three Bridges. The flag has gone up. That's going to deny an opportunity, an early one for Rhys Hallard, the former Worthing man. He scored in a final for Worthing a few years ago as well.
Well, how nice is this? Because his brother Josh is on the pitch as well, Josh Hallard. And but they've come very different routes to this team. Josh Hallard was at AFC Wimbledon, also played for the first team at AFC Wimbledon, but left there, went to Averley before coming to Three Bridges. So family reunited. Christmas dinner probably a bit nicer this year, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure Christmas dinner was probably good for most of these players on the pitch today. Three Bridges at the time, they've been pushing around the top of the league all season. It was around January, February time they usurped AFC Croydon, who had such a strong start. Three Bridges powered on through, and they've pretty much been unstoppable from the get-go.
I think they recently played AFC Croydon in the league, actually, the 3-3. Yes, it was a cracking game, that one. Just some comments coming in as well. If that was Brighton just moving the ball around. It's Kofi Shaw. He came on as a second-half substitute in that 3-0 win against West Ham in the quarter-finals of Premier League 2, and he really made a difference, kind of lit up. But a few comments coming in as well. Richard Steele says, Bridges for life. Get this one. 1989, Jamie says, good luck to Three Bridges. Teddy cheering on his teacher, Jamie Krellin. How nice is that? I hope Jamie goes back and has a look at these comments. I'm sure he will. Do keep your comments coming in, everybody. We can see that live chat. We want you to be involved tonight. We want you to enjoy the game. We want you to watch it, have a great time, interact with us as well. My name's Ian Waterhouse, Dean Nick Kilford alongside us. What an absolute treat this is tonight.
Just bit of a feeling stage between the two sides at the moment, isn't it? It's a bit cagey. Neither side wanting to commit. In the semi-final, as covering the Brighton side there, they took on an Eastbourne Borough side that were basically playing for their season there. They'd already been relegated from the National League South. This was their season. And Brighton just sort of smothered them, controlled the ball, and then looked to attack on the wings like they have done here. And they've got a chance to build up on the right-hand side with Belmont.
Yeah, it was a nice first touch by Belmont to lay it off, wasn't it? Now charging towards the edge. The shot comes in. It's not a bad effort at Aidan West, wasn't it? Aidan West. And actually, Sam Roberts, between the sticks of Three Bridges, he's only a youngster himself, only 19.
He came up, he's won the youth version of this competition last season, or the season before, I think, for Three Bridges. So, not at this venue, but he certainly knows how to win Sussex silverware.
Yeah, played a bit of senior football before here at Sutton Common Rovers online. Came through Sutton United youth ranks. There's Ferreira.
See Three Bridges again with those 5 forward players looking to any ball over the top and the flick on. That one just a bit too high for the captain, Noel Layton. But you can see the attacking intent already from the side that won the Isthmian South.
No fear, is there? They're not afraid to get bodies forward. And that is obviously why they've scored 124 goals this season.
And there we go. There's the supporters getting involved.
You know, they only conceded 44 as well in 42 games in the league. That's pretty good going. 96 points, which was 11 more than Croydon in the league. And Brighton really have sort of don't want to say come from nowhere in Premier League 2, but the way that the format works in Premier League 2, 29 teams in total, but you play 20 match days. The top 16 qualify for the end of season elimination playoffs. Brighton finished 12th in Premier League 2. And how it works then, I'm sure you already know, but for those who don't, first then plays 16th, second plays 15th, and it's a straight knockout. And Brighton have done remarkably well. They've beaten West Ham in the quarterfinals. They've beaten Tottenham in the semi-final. They're in the final. They could win Premier League 2. And as we've said, that is absolutely huge. It also guarantees they'll be playing Premier League International Cup next season as well, which is essentially, it's the European Cup of academy football.
Well, just to put that into context, the final was yesterday and Real Madrid lost to Borussia Dortmund.
Not going Real Madrid's way anywhere at the minute, is it?
But again, that's a huge competition. All the top clubs around Europe are involved, and it is a showpiece occasion and another experience of high-level football for these young Brighton players.
I've got a question for you, and it's not one of mine.
Okay.
Right, this is what I love. This is why I love this live chat, Dean. As the ball comes over the top, it's going to run all the way through to Stephen Hall. It's come from somebody on YouTube, 7410. If Shannon Roof could have called up one player from the Brighton senior squad to help out, if anybody's got any other questions similar to that, please do feel free to light up the live chat. We'll ask Mr. Sussex, Dean, to my right.
Well, Joe, my answer is going to be a man who has played in this competition for the under-21s and has come through to have such a successful career in the first team, and that will be none other than Jack Hinchelwood.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He knows what it takes to win this competition, so I'd want him in my team.
Lovely little bit of skill here. Is that Hayden there, just darting the ball forward nicely? It's been well cut out. Can Three Bridges break? It's been picked up on the halfway line now by Jesse Middleton, who goes back to Tate Ferdinand, who is, of course, the son of Rio Ferdinand.
And that's the kind of connection, and he's playing here against a side where, of course, his father made his name, after Leeds United, of course, and there'll be no split loyalties there. I'm sure Rio will be cheering on his son.
Absolutely. Rio, if you're watching, can you please comment in the live chat? I know it's a bit of a long shot there. I thought I'd have a go. Please, Rio, it'd be lovely to hear from you if you are watching.
You said we're going to break the algorithm. If Rio Ferdinand's tuning in, I'm sure we would be.
How many people do you think are watching right now, Dean? I know.
I'm going to say thousands, or probably
hundreds. Okay.
Yep.
Three Bridges on the ball, on the attack now, working away into the box. Good, strong defensive work, and Brighton can bring it away now. Here is Joe Belmont.
They're just slow getting forwards. Normally, when they pick the ball up in the heart of defence or in the heart of midfield, particularly whenever Joe Belmont gets the ball, you'll see the likes of Kofi Shaw and Aidan West is putting out to the sides as they're doing right now, looking for that ball in beyond the fullback. I saw that a lot in the semi-final against Eastbourne Borough. It's how they like to play. It's how they break quickly, and then they cut the ball across for the likes of Adam Brett, who's very much a goal poacher, and he's looking to get him behind there. Every time the centre-back gets the ball, he's on the move, looking to pull him behind the defender and the centre-back.
Well, we've spoken about my player to watch out for, well, two really, Charlie Bennett and Velvic down there. Kofi Shaw, for me, is a player, the number 11. I think he's about to receive the ball now. He's on the ball now, kind of a bit of pressure on that left wing. As I said, he changed that game against West Ham in the quarter-finals of the Premier League 2. If you're unfamiliar, Brighton's run to the final. They beat Hassocks by 1-0 in the second round. In the third round, they beat Eastbourne Town by 1-0. In the quarter-finals, they beat Bognor Regis 4-1 as Brighton tried to break through over on the right side, and Eastbourne Borough 2-0 in the semis.
Hayden doing some brilliant work there on the right-hand side, skipping past challenges. Just as they try and work it over to this side, there's the physicality. And that's sometimes the difference at this level when the young under-21 players come up against the physical presence of men, and that phrase of men v boys, and sometimes that does have a factor.
It certainly does. Here is Shaw now on this left side, and no chances in the game as of yet. We are into the 10th minute here. And I think you're right, actually, Dean. Both sides just trying to feel each other out right now. And if people are a little bit unfamiliar with Three Bridges, and I think if you're a complete neutral and you just look at it and you see Brighton and Hove Albion against Three Bridges, you think, well, this will be a bit of a walkover. But as we've already said, I don't think that's going to be the case.
And that's pretty much how it started here, with that half effort, of course, from Aidan West that kind of bobbled into the keeper's arms. But As you said, no clear-cut chances in the opening 10 minutes here at the American Express Community Stadium. It is the showpiece occasion of the Sussex football calendar, the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final. Brighton Hove Albion taking on Three Bridges. And Three Bridges just looking to launch that long ball, get the flick on, get in behind. Hasn't quite come off as yet. They had that one slight opportunity where Hallard was pulled back for the offside. It was we were not quite in line with it, but it was really tight.
It was the most impactful moment of play we've seen. Just looking at some of the comments, Brooke Spearing agrees with me. Bristol Rovers fan watching today for Kofi Shaw. What a player. Dugout AI says Three Bridges will win and score a couple. There's an awful lot of support for Three Bridges here in the live chat. Brighton fans, where are you? Let's hear from you. Show a bit of support as well. Who are you most excited to see this evening? And the season, of course, extended for Brighton under-21s with that Premier League 2 final coming up. The season over for Three Bridges, but an awful lot to look forward to for next season in the Isthmian Premier.
There's the press there. Brighton almost pulled the trap off there.
That was a good bit of movement, wasn't it? Hayden Neathy picking up the ball. And here is Sam Roberts now. Decides to go route one. Bodies forward for Three Bridges. It might just pay off. However, Brighton are no slouches. Hayden goes back to Callum Mackley. Pushes it out to the right side. And Hayden picks it up again. Moving the ball nicely, Brighton, but still camped in their own half. No way through this time.
Hayden's been, Hayden's been quite shackled. Normally see him pushing on beyond the fullback whenever he gets the ball, but he's being really restrained in the early goings of this one. That's the respect that Brighton are showing this Three Bridges side. They don't want to leave themselves short at the back. That's a loose pass picked up by West. There's 4 up here in this attack as West comes into the centre of the pitch. Mills just runs into trouble, but he's come away with the ball.
Oh, he did well there, didn't he, to hold on to it. It looked like certainly didn't back out of anything. Bellman, lovely little bit of footwork. I thought he thought about having a long-range go for a second. Here's Shaw feeding it back through to Bellman over on that far right side. Shaw, again, under a little bit of pressure from Hallard. Ball seen out of play. It is a throw for Albion.
And that's the fluidness of this Brighton front line. You see Shaw now popping over on the right-hand side, West coming over to the left. They like to interchange. And we might see the big long throw here. We know that's talk of the town in the Premier League this season.
Talk of the town, yeah. That's why the advertising board is so far back, because Brighton are at home. In it comes. It's comfortably headed away by Sam Bull. And Daniel has said Sammy Bull header in the 91st minute for a 1-0 win for Three Bridges. Well, you never know. 0-0 here we are. 12 minutes into the first half. Here it is, the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final tonight. We've gone through Brighton's route to the final. Three Bridges, well, they've had an eventful run as well. A 2-0 win over Little Common. And they beat Wick by 10 goals to 0. Wow. A 1-1 draw with Horsham, but they came through 4-1 on penalties. And in that very impressive 4-2 win away at Worthing in the semi-finals, although Worthing might have been celebrating, of course, or focusing on promotion from the National League South, which they achieved. They'll be playing Step 1 football next season. Three Bridges, Step 3.
Well, yeah, that game actually played at Culver Road for that semi-final. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the Three Bridges absolutely blew Worthing away. They were 3-0 up after about 25 minutes, and they absolutely run rugged. Worthing, they were up for that game. They did have eyes, of course, on promotion, which they ultimately achieved. But that Three Bridges side were up for it, and they, as I said, blew them away. And Worthing couldn't recover and they had some heavy hitters on the pitch as well that day. You mentioned about late minute winners. Last year it was a 90-plus minute free kick that saw Horsham win back-to-back Sussex Transport Senior Cup final. And there's a mistake there that wasn't picked up by Adam Brett. Nervy moment at the back for Three Bridges.
I think we've got some family members. There's a bit of a foot race going on here. Noel Leighton, the captain and number 9 for Three Bridges, did so well to try and harry the ball away. It managed to be kept in. No, it didn't. Very late call by the linesman there.
We were right behind that. I don't think that ball actually went out of play, but sometimes I feel like the assistants, when they've not had something to do for a while, they get a little bit twitchy.
Well, your referee tonight is Joel Lamping, assisted by Owen Lawrence and Brendan Bradley. Fourth official is Tom Price this evening. I think we've got some family members. I was just trying to say we've got some family members watching on YouTube as well, because Emily Ferreira says Daniel Ferreira is the best player on the pitch, the number 2 for Three Bridges.
I don't think there's any link there.
No, well, no, well. I agree with Emily, though. He is a very, very good player indeed, is Dan Ferreira. But something's got to give tonight as well, because I can tell you, Three Bridges, 6 games unbeaten coming into this one. Brighton unbeaten in the last 7 in all competitions. Brighton coming to this one, 4 wins for the under-21s in a row. Something is going to give. Three Bridges' last tasted defeat away at Margate on the 21st of March. So they do not know how to lose, let's put it that way.
Mind you, if you're going on a trip to Margate, you might be taking in a bit of the scenery as well.
Well, absolutely.
Jolly outing.
Yeah, maybe they played the 2p machines as well. Who knows?
Here we are then at the American Express Community Stadium. 15 minutes gone. Tight, tense, goalless between Brighton and Three Bridges.
Kimberly Ferreira has got in touch now as well and says the number 2 for Three Bridges is my goat. Good stuff. Keep the comments coming in, buddy. Really appreciate you joining us tonight. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. It's, as Dean rightly says, 0-0 here. And we're yet to see any chances very well. He just checked his run there, didn't he, Adam Brett? Now he chases after it. And look at Sam Roberts straight off his line to put it into the stands. Good awareness from the young Three Bridges goalkeeper.
Just going back to that earlier attack for Three Bridges, there was real space over here for Velvet. The ball just didn't quite have enough elevation to get over the fullback, but he would have been in behind there. It's the first time you've seen Three Bridges overload the Brighton back line. Now, of course, they've got another long throw to deal with once the is that support that's got up to claim the ball? I'm not sure, but what I did like before was we saw there was ball boys from both sides, youth players from both sides, lining up, picking their stalls, and their faces when they came out the tunnel. They were so excited to be by the side of the pitch here at the OX. It's that's the thing about this occasion. So many people get the opportunity to be in this surrounding, in this venue, which you wouldn't normally get.
Yeah, it is brilliant here. So this is actually my first time inside the American Express Community Stadium, and I am mightily impressed. I've got to say a big thank you to all of the staff here today as well. They have been so helpful and so accommodating. You and I actually got lost, didn't we? We walked into the security area.
Are you telling this story on air?
I am telling this story. We got lost trying to make our way up to our commentary position, and I've got one of these magic fog things that seems to open every single door. We walked straight into the CCTV security area with a few people looking a little bit worried, but they were very helpful to guide us to our position, so thank you very much. A lot of people still getting in contact as well. We've had a nice comment. Dugout AIS says commentary on point, lads. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Gemma Lemmer says torn. Brighton and Hove Albion fan, but Jamie C is amazing.
Here's the goat Ferreira.
Right, Damien Pittman says, can someone explain what this is? Is it Brighton's academy? Absolutely, yes. It's sort of it's a kind of a mix, isn't it, between the under-21s and the under-18s, Damien. So it is a very strong team, though. It is made up of a number of under-21s who are also in the Premier League 2 final this week up against Manchester United. The ball's in the box for Three Bridges. What's it call going to be? It's a goal kick. But it was Charlie Bennett who we were expecting to cause all sorts of problems, causing a bit of havoc there. He joined the club last summer, also played for Lancing and Chichester, Dean.
Well, yeah, going back on that point from Damien, just to put into context about some of the Brighton players that have played in this final, we've had the likes of Ben White, we've had the likes of Hinshelwood, we've had the likes of Sanchez, Gyökeres. All these players have played, although Gyökeres didn't play in the final, he played in the semi-final, but they've played in this competition. So that we're seeing the future of the game on the pitch right now in front of our eyes as Three Bridges are now starting to get into the game in an attacking force.
Yeah, but here's Aidan West now coming out with the ball for Brighton and Hove Albion. Look at Shaw's in a little bit of space on the left-hand side.
Super covering from Velvic.
Oh, Velvic, my play. It's gone for it as well. They've tried to see if they can spot Hall off his line. Not going to beat him from there. But here is Tate Ferdinand now taking the ball forward. Back it goes to Mills. Brighton holding on to it in their own half. Jesse Middleton now.
There's West looking to receive the ball on the outside. Three Bridges doing really well just to sit in and make make Brighton try and play through them. Move the ball around. There's a ball over the top, and there's Mills getting in behind.
Yeah,
Likes that from fullback.
Stay on side, which he did. Here's Shaw now, trying to feed it through, but Three Bridges holding firm, holding the line well.
Look at that. There's Shaw battling back and winning back possession for Brighton.
I'm telling you, watch out. Remember the name Kofi Shaw, everybody. Here's Callum Mackley now, pushing it through to Bellman, who hooks it back over to the right side with Shaw. He's got time to deliver a ball. Been a little bit frustrated with that one, although Mills is going to chase after it and holds on to it. Oh, beautiful. Can't quite keep it in. That would have been something special, Dean.
It certainly would. What you might have noticed there from Kofi Shaw, a lot of the passes he makes, he's made it as soon as he receives the ball. He knows where the players are, and he's just got a picture of the pitch. That's what it looks like from watching him up here. And this is the first time I've really seen him from this kind of elevation, and you can really see the movement and the quality he's got when he doesn't have the ball ready to receive it.
Good stuff indeed. Damien has thanked us for explaining. So he's never heard of Three Bridges before. They're actually based in Crawley, are Three Bridges. They've just won the Isthmian South East Division. They'll be playing in the Isthmian Premier, which is step 3 of non-league. So obviously you've got the Premier League. Just anybody who's not an avid non-league follower like myself, Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, National League North and South. Then you have the Southern Premier, the Isthmian Premier, and the Northern Premier, which is essentially 3 divisions, but they're all at the same level. Here's Shaw now on that left side.
Shaw cutting into the box. He's just looking to lay the ball off there before clipping it up towards the far post. And ironic cheers from the Three Bridges fans over on that side of the stand as the ball sails over the head of Adam Brett.
Challenge for you. Darren Ford says, can Dean commentate in Spanish?
Well, you may have to search out a clip there, Darren, to hear my linguist Spanish skills.
Darren over on the other side?
That's
right.
That,
yes, I thought it might be.
Thanks for the comment, Darren. FA. Thank you very much.
Right, we are 21 minutes into this game. It is the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final. Brighton and Hove Albion under 21s against Three Bridges. 0-0, and neither keeper yet to be tested, Dean.
No, and that's often the case for these sort of showpiece occasions. Neither side wants to give the opportunity to the other side to get an advantage, to get a foothold in the game. So I would say neither side have been tentative, just neither side have risked over-committing and leaving themselves short at the back, which is what you kind of expect, really, when two sides reach the final. You wondered, well, I wondered whether there'd be a bit of ring rust from these Three British players. Their last competitive game was over 3 weeks ago. Now, we spoke, well, I say we spoke, 3 weeks since the end of the season in preparation for this cup final. But training isn't quite the same as playing, is it?
No, you can never really recreate that intensity, can you? And just getting a run out on the pitch. There was a bit of a moment there where Stephen Hall, the ball was bouncing in front of him as he went to clear it. Didn't quite catch it how he was hoping. It went straight to a Three Bridges play, but it did come out of him a little bit of force. Otherwise, he might have been tempted to go for it first time. But Brighton survive and hold on to the ball now with Jesse Middleton, the player up from the under-18s. Jesse Middleton scored for the under-18s this season, also made 12 appearances in Premier League 2, which is the under-21s category.
Indeed, he's another one to look out for, and he's really composed in the middle of the park whenever he receives the ball. And here's a chance maybe for Neathie to drive forward. Sorry, I should say Albras to drive forward, as he likes to do from the back. Albras just tried one player too many maybe, but he's got support on the outside. West looking to maybe take on the full-back, but he's come back instead, looking to unleash on that left foot, looking for his opposite flank member in Kofi Shaw.
I tell you, Three Bridges have held that defensive line so well, haven't they? But you just sense Brighton just have that little extra trick in their locker, don't they? But it's yet to come off, really. We almost saw it with Mills, didn't we, on this left side? Almost getting the ball through, almost close to the byline down there, but couldn't quite manage to keep it in. And here is Mackley now. Zane Albrecht, the number 6 captain tonight for Brighton and Hove Albion. Joined the club from MK Dons at under-16s level, since progressed through the academy at Brighton, made his under-21s debut back in January 2024.
Indeed, and we'll look to see him get more and more involved in the game as it wears on. That's a nice ball down the top, and maybe a chance for Adam Brett as he gets inside the area. It's been forced out wide, and that's really good covering, really good defending.
You heard the thump there, didn't you, as the ball shattered into his body. Well, have a look at it. Becca's is me and the better half watching from sunny Spain. Shame we couldn't be there up the bridges. Let us know where you're watching from, everybody, as well. If you're in the UK, whereabouts. If you're overseas, we want to know what country, what city, town, village, hamlet, wherever you are, what field you're watching from. Get in contact with us. We can see that live chat, everybody. We want you to be a part of this tonight. We really do appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe button here at the Sussex FA. Most of the cup finals have actually been played, but there's still a few more to come as well. So you can keep up to speed of everything happening to do with football in the county of Sussex here with the Sussex FA.
Indeed, it's the Sussex Disability Cup final tomorrow night
is, yeah.
between Brighton and Brighton.
Ah, okay.
There you go. Meanwhile, it's the Brighton and Hove Albion under-21s who are looking more threatening in the last few moments. There's Mills. It doesn't seem like they want to take that final risk to take on the full-back or the final defender at the moment. Albras with an unusual soft touch, but Three Bridges just rushing now when they get possession. They're gifting it straight back to Brighton.
Yeah, Callum Mackley, number 4, picking up. Well, here's Shaw. Just lays it off to Hayden. And once this attack goes, I can't believe we've made it 26 minutes without our first quiz question of the night. The ball comes into the box. It's not a bad delivery, but it's headed away by Adeyinka.
There could be a chance for a break that Albrecht threw himself into that challenge. He had to get that one right.
Full commitment there from Zayn Alvarez.
We were right over the top of that one, and yeah, if he'd have missed the ball, it could have been nasty.
Oh, look at this. We've got the person who asked the question. I can't really say their name very well. AGS Chi Review 7410 on YouTube. The one who asked you that question a little bit earlier, watching from Seattle in America. Big Albion fan, though. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Congrats for the win on the Super Bowl, by the way, if you're watching from Seattle.
Yeah.
Bit of NFL, other football. I thought I'd get him involved.
Yeah, hang on. Don't they call that football? That's not football. Sorry, I've just really upset you there. Sir Phipps says, keep out a great commentary, guys, up the Albions. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And I think it's time for a quiz question. The ball's over on the far left side. Free kick for Three Bridges. So, Dean.
You're looking at me with
this
real
is for
intent.
everybody as well, by the way, in that live chat, whoever you're watching, all 383 of you tuning in right now. Question for everybody. Start lighting up that live chat with the answers. 4 teams, okay, have won the Sussex Senior Cup 10 or more times. Okay, which 4 teams, this is the correct first question, which 4 teams have won the Sussex Senior Cup 10 or more times?
Well, I can, the first 2 I can give you straight away. And so the team that have won it more than anyone in Worthing, 23 times, if memory serves, maybe 22.
22. Last time in 2023.
Second on the list now is Brighton.
Correct.
With, they're 14. And then I'd probably say you're looking at Lewis.
No.
No.
No. This is according to Wikipedia, by the way, so it's probably could be quite wild.
All right. Well, maybe we'll let the viewers comment, and then I'll have a little bit of thinking time.
Exactly. So Dean has got 2 right there. Brighton and Hove Albion, of course, and Worthing. Can you name the 2 other sides that have won this competition 10 or more times? It's been going since the 1800s as well, by the way. So
it's one of the oldest competitions in football.
It certainly is indeed. Right, where are we? 28 minutes. Lots of you getting in contact on
Is
the
there a
live
bird
chat.
involved in one of the teams?
Hang on. No.
Oh.
No.
It was a clue. That was a clue if it was them.
Terrible clue.
Yeah. I'll stick to calling the action.
We've got somebody said Worthing, Brighton, Crawley, Horsham. No. I mean, Worthing and Brighton, yes. Crawley and Horsham, no, believe it or not.
It's just getting a little bit physical the last couple of moments. And that's suiting Three Bridges. They're starting to wrestle back the momentum. We talk about this in the game a little bit now, which wasn't a thing a few years ago. Momentum swings in games, and when teams are on, and there's even like stat charts on the website showing which team.
Everything is tracked, isn't it? Everything.
And I would certainly say it's now starting to swing back in the favour of Three Bridges.
yeah, they're certainly looking lively in this game as the ball's pushed over onto the right-hand side. It's Kevin Riviera trying to create a little bit of magic. Back it goes to Dan Ferreira. He's got a little bit of space. I thought he might fancy loading up. The ball comes to Leighton in the box, and Belmont hooks it away. But Ferreira's going to have another opportunity to pick the ball up. He does. Space on the right. Sorry, Dean. Take
That's
it away.
okay. No, we're on it together. That's okay. Here's Ferreira. Getting the ball across the face, and there's a chance. It's swung in! Three Bridges have the lead, and it's Hallard at the penalty spot that picked his spots into the far corner. It took a deflection, but we have liftoff.
Well, listen to the Three Bridges fans over on the far side. The Amex has come alive because Three Bridges have taken the lead.
And it's that man, Reece Hallard, who's got the goal. As I said, it seemed to take a little nick on its way through. You're the man that's able to re-watch that back. It took a little deflection. It just took it away from the keeper who was diving out to his right-hand side. What a goal.
It was perfect. It was positioned just far away, enough from Stephen Hall that he wasn't going to be able to get there in time. It looked like it took an age to go in. In fact, we can see it on the top screen right now through our live coverage. Beautiful ball in, and look at where it's positioned. Hall reaching for it, can't get to it. Reece Hallard, the centre forward, brother on the pitch as well, the man who joined Three Bridges in 2024 from Burgess Hill Town. Wow. On the half-hour mark, Three Bridges lead.
And it's the GOAT, Dan Ferreira, that gave the assist as well. So they were right in the chat. I tell you, the Ferreira family are going to be commenting for sure momentarily.
Well, indeed, yes. Dan Ferreira playing a big part in that goal. Reece Hallard on the half-hour mark gives Three Bridges in their first ever Sussex Transport Senior Cup final.
It could be in again here. The foot race is on and the physicality, and that's where Three Bridges...
well,
the referee Joel
Leighton
Lamping
cannot believe it, can he? He cannot believe it.
It was the big number 9, Captain Noel Leighton, who was putting his body about. Yeah, the crowd didn't like that one.
But the Ferreiras have got in touches on Kimberly. She said, yes, Ferreira. Oh, listen to it, I love it. The Three Bridges supporters. It looks like we've got a Brighton support off to our right, the Three Bridges off to our left. A great group of people inside. I was told before, I was asking Darren actually what the attendance might be tonight. I thought it's going to be round about the 1,200 mark. So a solid attendance inside the Amex for this one tonight. Ball over the top.
There's Mills
is the intended target. He plays it into the box and almost spilt by Sam Roberts, but he manages to get it back into his clutches.
That's Mills again coming up from that fullback position, getting ahead, overlapping the winger. That was a really decent delivery. Just needed someone to gamble. Now we'll see how Brighton will respond. We'll see how much it means to them. We know how much it means to them, but you just wonder whether that cup final in a few days' time will be playing on some of their minds. As Mackley has possession back to Ferdinand.
That is only the second goal Brighton have conceded in this competition. They played 4 games coming into this one, had kept 3 previous clean sheets. The only team to score against them was Bognor Regis Town in that 4-1 victory for Albion. So a big moment, and goal number 18 in this competition for Three Bridges.
Well, you mentioned before, they certainly know how to find the back of the net. It was their first real opportunity of the game.
It's the first real opportunity of the game for anyone.
And you've got to be clinical in any game, but particularly a cup final.
Well, I hate to bang on about it, but they did score 124 goals in the league, Three Bridge. I don't know if I've mentioned that already. But there we go.
As Bennett just trying to force his way on the outside, winning a throw-in.
Seagulls K9s want us to say hello to you. There you go. That's a shout-out for you. We've got Georgina Stevens. Can I get a shout-out to Gary Heisted and Joe Knight? They're massive Brighton families. There you go. Happy 30th. Yeah, have a great time. I hope you're having a lovely birthday.
Well, Three Bridges right now are enjoying their birthday.
They are, yes. 100. They're a bit older than 30 now, aren't they? 125 years of course. I don't know if we mentioned that already tonight, but here comes another. This looks like a long throw here from Sam Bull into the box. It's going to be, is that West who just dinks it away from danger? Adam Brett is going to have to chase after it, but Josh Hallard, the brother of goal scorer Reese, calmly went back to his keeper Sam Roberts.
Look at the confidence all of a sudden. First time passes back between Hallard and the goalkeeper. A goal gives you a little spring in the step, and rather than taking that extra touch, they're more than happy.
Hayden Neathie down there, the number 6 for Three Bridges, was doing the universal sign for just calm down, calm down. So they probably don't need 2 Three Bridges. They're on top at the minute and playing well.
Hallard's with a lovely bit of trickery. Passes just forced for error out wide. But Three Bridges certainly enjoying the ball and very much on top as we go into the latter stages of this first half, which Three Bridges lead via Reese Hallard's goal on the half-hour mark.
Goodness me, doesn't it go quick? 35 minutes we've been playing already. Wow. You haven't answered my quiz question either. Somebody kind of got it right. So remember which 4 teams have won the Sussex Senior Cup 10 or more times. We've already established Worthing and Brighton are 2 of them. Somebody said Eastbourne. However,
no, it was Eastbourne Town.
There are 3 teams in Eastbourne. It is Eastbourne Town. Velvic with the ball over the top, looking to find the number 11 of Reese Hallard, our goal scorer.
Look at that from Hallard. Just unfortunately ran into West, who shrugged him off.
I'll tell you what, West has looked very lively though, hasn't he, in this game? I've got a feeling he's going to have a say in this.
He usually does. He had a say in the semi-final, that's for sure. As the Brighton side overcame an Eastbourne Borough side that, despite the 2-0 scoreline, Eastbourne Borough hit the woodwork 4 times in that game. So the scoreline doesn't always reflect the outcome of the game. Right here, maybe just on the balance of the 35 plus minutes we've had so far, we are probably just about full value for that Three Bridges slender lead.
I think you're right. I think it's probably 52-48 in favour of Three Bridges.
I love the precise. Well, you've been analysing.
Yeah, I've got no stats in front of me. Also, I've completely pulled that one out of thin air. But you know, that's the beauty of these things, isn't it? Free kick. It was Aidan West who gave that free kick away. There, he's been at Brighton since under 13s.
It's going to be look at the overload on the back post. There's 4 Three Bridges players, and there's the run in towards the penalty spot. It's flicked on by Bull. Brighton struggling to clear it away, and that was an important touch by Middleton.
Yeah, it's West who got the initial header away, and look at that. Saw that was a lovely bit of skill by Middleton to go down and read it. They're so enjoyable, those, but it's still Three Bridges who come away with it. Charlie Bennett chasing after it. Oh, he did so well to get a foot into it as well. Look at Leighton charging in. Wow, never give up.
Here is Bennett. Oh, Leighton wanted that ball to be played in earlier. There were 3 in there. There was a slight opportunity for Three Bridges as they look to double their lead before the half-time interval.
A comment's coming in, a very good one as well. It says Brighton is missing Howell. Very, very true. Harry Howell, of course, he's been at Albion since under 9s. Made his Premier League 2 debut, by the way, at just 15 years of age. Has played in the Premier League as well for Brighton. Came on in the 3-2 win over Liverpool. Actually scored for the senior team as well. Scored in a 6-0 League Cup win over Barnsley. But yeah, he's not in the team at the minute.
He's a fantastic player as well. He is one. With Kofi Shaw, who's on the ball right now, is certainly one that will probably make his way into the ranks. But
I think so. I think Harry Howell's probably not in the team because he'll be in the senior squad, I imagine.
He has been, and that's why he's not been playing for the under-21s in the latter part of the season, where Brighton have actually come from 12th in the league to be in the final, but
because Three Bridges trying to break, they've got bodies forward here. Look at Velvic, he's in acres of space if they can find him over on this right wing.
What a touch from Mills just to flick it away.
Crucial. I normally pride myself on the quiz questions, but I've got a rival in AGS Tech Review 7410. She's
nice back heel is Velvic into the area, slays it back. Oh, Hallard again, right on the penalty spot. It's almost a carbon copy, but this time he missed the ball.
I thought that was, it made contact with that. It could have been a rocket ship into the back of the net, but Brighton survived. Yes, AG's Tech Reviews has another question. Could either of the commentators name the 2 most expensive transfers for Sussex, East and West born players?
He's got the ball across his Alvarez, and there's the equaliser.
And suddenly it's the Brighton fans' turn to come alive, and it's the captain, Zayn Alvarez, sliding in to tuck it home. And before the break, Brighton level up 1-1, Dean.
And it is that quick, that simple, and that devastating from Brighton Hove Albion. All of a sudden, they nick the ball, and within 3 passes, it's in the back of the net. And it was Alvarez charging through the middle, unmarked, and he made absolutely no mistake. And now it makes things interesting. All square just before the interval. It just changes things, doesn't it?
Well, we're talking about Brighton just look like they've got that touch of extra quality. Maybe when it's going to count. We're having another look at it on the big screen here. And it is Shaw with that beautiful delivery. Absolutely pinpoint. Alvarez just getting his body in the right place at the right time to take it past Sam Roberts in the Three Bridges goal. And again, into that bottom right-hand corner. The goal for Three Bridges was in the bottom left-hand corner, and it just takes it away. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do.
Absolutely not. It was the picture-perfect cross. It's in that corridor of uncertainty, as they describe it. And just need to keep their discipline here, Three Bridges, and the last thing they'd want to do is concede another cheap opportunity before the break, and they might do here as Mills gets in beyond Velvic.
Strong play by Velvic, though, to muscle Mills off the ball.
And win a free kick.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't matter when the whistle's blown, but I like that.
So some of these Three Bridges players, I wonder if Mr. Fabian Hurlitz is watching tonight. You know, why not? 41 minutes in, 1-1 here. This game has certainly come alive in the last sort of 10-15 minutes or so. It was Reece Hallard who gave Three Bridges the lead on the half-hour mark, and then a lovely ball from Kofi Shaw on the left side, low into the box with just the right amount of pace, and Alvarez sliding in to make it 1-1. And again, Reece Hallard causing all sorts of problems for the Brighton defence. Here he is again.
Hallard just bumped off the ball there. No free kick given that time. And now there's a chance maybe for another Brighton counter-attack. Shaw's
I think
pulled
it
out
was
to the
a
left.
50-50, wasn't it?
Indeed. Bennett's carried on his run. Shaw uncharacteristically took his eye off the ball. Now Three Bridges back in possession. You were in the middle of going to ask a question before Brighton equalised, but it wasn't your question.
Oh, yes, it was who's the most expensive Sussex-born transfers to have come out of Sussex, and I ain't got a clue, so it's over to you, Dave.
I'm going to say that's one for our watcher, one for you tuning in at home.
Give us half time and
Google.
give us half time of the 2030 Sussex Transport Cup final.
Here's Mills. He's got Shaw on the outside of him. Brett's making the run in behind, but just calm.
AG's Tech Review says, I caught the commentators yapping. You certainly did, yes. More people. Prele88, can you give a shout out to Luke Piner watching from the gym, getting ready for pre-season? Absolutely. Keep working out, Luke. Get yourself ready. Good stuff indeed. Joe James, that's going to get a shout out to Kieran.
That's a lovely ball through the middle, and that's a really important touch at the back. Offside flag was saved. As Mills looked like he was going to play it down the line for Shaw, but instead, almost turned into the perfect pass in the middle of the park for the number 4, Callum Mackley.
I've been told Georgina Rutter's in the crowd tonight.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's that.
I didn't know what to do with that information. I'm sorry, Ian. I was like, that's nice.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if it's true. I've just seen a comment in the live chat, so thank you. Right, I need to give the answer actually to my quiz question as Brighton had
Whilst
it on
you
the
find
ball.
that, I'll let West do the magic and do the talking on the pitch.
Right, yes, which 4 teams have won the Sussex Senior Cup 10 or more times? Worthing, of course, Brighton, Eastbourne Town. The other was Southwick. I said that right? Southwick.
Yeah, Southwick, yeah.
10 times, Southwick. Here's Shaw again on the left side, and look, charging into the box. Adam Brett this time is there. Mills is waiting as well. Belmont just trotting in. Shaw decides to go a different route this time. He did have Middleton on the overlap on the left side, decides to go to Ferdinand instead. It's straight into the arms of Roberts.
Worth a go.
Rain coming down now here in Brighton. The beautiful sunshine has quickly evaporated and the rain has decided to come back.
And it's got cold really quickly as well. Sun's gone in and all of a sudden I'm really glad I bought a coat. Anyway, where are we now? We're into the final minute and we're going to have 2 additional at the end of the 45 that has flown by here. That's Three Bridges.
2 minutes added on. Sorry, Dean, just to interrupt for everybody. 2 minutes added on at the end of this half. Do keep your comments coming on, everybody, because as soon as the half-time whistle goes, it gives us a bit of time to run through some of your comments.
There's Neathie. Ferreira, the man who assisted the opening goal scored by Reece Hallard. Velvik looking to work the ball into the box.
Not a bad ball in at all. And is it going to be
a goal kick?
Corner? No.
Rivera got his toe onto the ball, and that was the final touch.
Seagulls has asked, will there be extra time or straight to penalties, isn't it, tonight?
Straight to penalties, yeah. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. You always like to see the game settled on the pitch rather than via the...
Well, I completely sit on the fence here.
Okay.
I like both Brighton and Three Bridges. Before this season, I had never in my life, can you believe this, ever seen a live penalty shootout, ever. This season, I've commentated on about 7.
There you go.
So there's a good chance it's going to go to penalties based on that stat alone.
The last time from memory, as I've commentated on the last few of these, it was Worthing beating Bognor Regis Town on penalties. Oh, that was almost an opportunity for Velvik. Really good interception.
And look at that rain coming down. Now, you might be able to see it on the camera. It is absolutely streaming. Mills
Lovely
trying
ball
to feed
through
the
for
ball
Brett.
through.
Brett, just check back. Why didn't he hit it first time? Short. Then couldn't get the follow-up, and Three Bridges may have got away with one there.
Yeah, I think so. I'm a bit like you. I thought it was going to go for that straight away. Here's Shaw now on the left side. Brett just trotting back forward into the furthest forward position. Ball goes all the way back to Stephen Hall between the sticks. Stephen Hall, Aussie, joined from Adelaide in 2024. There is the half-time whistle, 1-1 at the break. Just a couple of, if it's all right, a couple of live chat questions here. Currently watching from Thailand, says Charlie Dawson. A few more coming in as well. Seagulls want to say, can you say hi to Oscar? He's a big fan of Brighton. And yes, we've seen some great stuff in that first half. Dean, wrap it up for us.
Well, what a first half. It was tentative, it was cagey, and then we got that goal on the half-hour mark. Reece Hallard, the perfect timing on the penalty spot to convert from Dan Ferreira's cut-back cross. And Three Bridges then looked like they were the more likely to go on and get a second, but they were caught with a quick counter-attack and a brilliant delivery from Kofi Shaw, the man we've been talking about quite a lot in this first half. It was a brilliant delivery, and the captain, Zayn Albaraz, comes up with a finish to leave us level at the break and all to play for in the second half.
Fair, I think, on the balance of play, isn't it? 1-1. 2 big opportunities in the game. 2 goals converted. As you rightly say, Dean, 1-1 at the break. We're going to go get ourselves a nice cup of Bovril and we'll be back for the second half.
Indeed, and so whilst we do that, why don't you... Well, welcome back everybody tuning into this live YouTube coverage on the Sussex FA YouTube channel of the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final between Brighton Hove Albion and Three Bridges. 1-1 at the break. We couldn't find anywhere to get a hot drink, could we? So we haven't warmed up, but we're enjoying ourselves, aren't we, Ian?
We're having a great time, and I'm pleased to say it stopped raining as well. We had a very nice and vivid rainbow off to our left, didn't we? But still waiting for the Brighton players. In fact, I can see them down the tunnel now. They're just about to make their way back on to the pitch. If you just tuned in, hello, good evening, welcome. Well, in the opening half hour, there wasn't really too much to write home about then on the half hour mark. Reece Hallard put Three Bridges in the lead. Zayn Alvarez, the captain for Brighton and Hove Albion, levelling up with about 6 or 7 minutes or so to go to the break. 1-1. This has to be settled tonight as well. This is the final, as Dean said. Straight to penalties if these two cannot be separated after the 90.
And I didn't realise how much you love penalties until a few moments ago when you were telling me.
Penalties.
Yeah, you love it.
Actually, I think there should be a better way of settling things. Now, I did a different competition recently over in Portugal. It was football. But the way that they settled, I had 2 quarter-final games that went to a penalty shootout, although how it works is the attacker took the ball from the halfway line, dribbled it, and then I think they had about 20 seconds to score.
It's like ice hockey style, yeah.
I think they used to do it in America,
They did, yeah. Well, it's going to be Brighton that get us underway in this second half. And you wonder whether they're going to push on and really go for it in this second half. They kind of played within themselves to a degree, and you feel that just at any moment they could just turn on the style, and we saw one moment of that, and from that moment they scored.
I can't help but think, and I could be maybe doing Three Bridges a discredit here, and I really don't mean to, but I can't help but feel like if Brighton have just got that extra 2% that they could go up to if they really, really want to. Although Three Bridges were magnificent in that first half. Not afraid to get forward, not afraid to attack, not afraid to go for it. Put the hard challenge in when they needed to, and they hold a firm defensive line. Look at them now as well, the 4 at the back, doing really, really well to keep a strong shape.
And they look at the other end, a real threat at Hallard, who not just got the goal, but a few times on that left-hand side looked dangerous, as the physicality of this Three Bridges side worked in their favour, certainly in moments, and we'll see if they can maintain those levels throughout the full 90.
Yeah, here's Callum Mackley now, joins Brighton at under 13s. Actually went on the club's pre-season tour to Las Palmas all the way back last summer. Certainly a name to remember for the future as well. It's Velvik who just pops the ball back. It goes all the way now to the 19-year-old goalkeeper Sam Roberts for Three Bridges, who launches it forward. Headed on nicely by Charlie Bennett into the path of the captain, Leighton. Still Leighton trying to feed it through. Not quite enough on it, and Mills should and does deal with it.
Nice moment there for Three Bridges early in this second half, and showing some attacking intent, and maybe it's going to be them that come fast out the traps at the start of this second half.
Luke Piner has gone in touch. It's great to see my referee coach Joel Lamping getting such a great appointment as man in the middle for the Senior Cup final. Yes, of course, Joel Lamping, your referee tonight, assisted by Owen Lawrence and Brendan Bradley, 4th official Tom Price. No changes, we believe, at the break either. So your Brighton team looks like this. It's Hall in goal and Hayden, Mills, Mackley, Ferdinand, Alvarez, West, Middleton, Brett, Bellman and Shaw.
That's a rough-looking challenge. It's probably going to earn the game's first challenge. Just going back to the referees, I know you're going through the lineups. It should be mentioned that the referees get awarded these cup finals on merit based on their performances and their scores over the season. So it is a badge of honour to be nominated to be the main official or officials in the cup final. But yeah, do please continue with the team news.
Well, actually, just touching on that as well, I've got to be honest, I don't think they've put a foot wrong tonight either.
No, absolutely. I'm with you 100% on that one.
Back to your Three Bridges lineup, like I say, unchanged and no changes at the break. It's Roberts in goal for Three Bridges, and Ferreira, Hallard, Bull, Neathie, Leighton, Riviera, Hallard, Adeyinka, Velvik and Bennett, as Brighton trying to break through on this left-hand side. Is that Shaw just runs the ball out of play, goal kick.
And you almost timed saying Bennett's name as he picked up the ball on the far side. It's almost like you knew. And, yeah, uncharacteristic there from Shaw. Just not sure if he got his foot caught in the turf. He didn't really take the ball well in his stride. And still goalless. And it's that half-time flatness in the stadium. You know what we were saying before the game, we get that, you feel it in the crowd, that excitement. Always after half-time, unless you get a really fast start, we get this kind of lull.
Yes, but that's a lovely ball from Velvik to Leighton over the top, but it was the number 8, Jesse Middleton, who got the crucial block, but it's a throw for the Bridges.
Leighton, I thought for a minute he was going to take it himself, but instead they're going to leave it to Bull, who will launch one long into the box as Three Bridges look to get themselves back in front here. Of course, they led on the half-hour mark through Reece Hallard before being pegged back just before the half-time break. Captain Zane Albrecht sliding in.
It was Sam Bull as well, shown the yellow card. The man about to take the throw, the former Lancing, Whitehawk and Eastbourne Borough man. And it comes into the box, scooped up into the air by Middleton towards the edge of the box. And Brighton now will come away with it with, is that West? Apologies, it's Matthew Hayden.
Long up towards Brett. I don't think he's going to win that one. Back it comes from Ferreira, the man who assisted the Three Bridges goal.
And we know his family's watching as well, but Brighton again on this left side. Here is Shaw, and look at that sprinting forward is Mills on the left side, right to the touchline, headed away. And that was Sam Bull giving really a crucial header away. Shaw picks it up again, a danger not quite cleared. Strong challenge coming in from Three Bridges. Now they managed to get it clear from danger.
It was really good there from Shaw and Mills over on that left-hand side. They do work together. It's a free kick's given. Three Bridges want to get on with it quickly. And Albrecht standing in front, surely delaying the taking of that. Eventually it is played forward and Ferdinand across to cover before Charlie Bennett can get his toe onto the ball. It's a lively start to this second half, though.
It actually is, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, we were talking about it at half-time. There wasn't too many opportunities in the game, certainly in the opening 20 minutes or so. and we haven't had a clear-cut chance yet, but the energy levels are right up there at the start of this second half. Remember, this has to be settled tonight as well. It is the final. No extra time, straight to penalties. And there's actually a law as well. There's a reason under 18s and under 21s, they have to finish by 10 o'clock. So that's usually why you don't have extra time in academy games.
Well, there's me just thinking they're trying to save the electric bill on the floodlights, but fair enough, that seems a more valid reason.
Lots of you watching tonight as well on the Sussex FA YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Over 400 of you right now.
Lovely touch
that wasn't
Hallard.
it? Oh, just dispossessed though by Hayden, who did really well. Now it's been picked up by Mackley through to Tate Ferdinand. We've said it once, we'll say it again. He is, of course, the son of Rio Ferdinand, former England international, of course. Up the ball goes. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and that subscribe button. It just means you don't miss any of the action that's coming up across the Sussex FA. Keep up to speed with all of the clubs involved, not just in this competition. There's a number of other finals and junior categories. I'm sure a lot of you watching might have children involved in various teams around the county.
And of course, one of these two sides will play in the Sussex Community Shield to open the season next year, or say next year, in August.
Seagulls asks, what team does the commentator like, Dean?
Oh, in terms of this game or just in general?
Well, you tell me.
I'm Worthing based, so I do have a little bit of loyalty there, but I do follow Sussex football. I do love Sussex football, and I'm very, very pro all of our teams doing well in their respective leagues. And it's great to see so many of them doing so well, and that has been the case for the last few years, where the Sussex clubs are progressively making their way up the non-league football pyramid.
Dean, that is the safest answer I think I have ever heard. Credit to you for that. Brilliant stuff indeed. There you go. Here is Ferdinand now. I've been told Rio Ferdinand's in the crowd tonight as well. This is all coming from Josh Clevitt 181 on YouTube. So Josh, if you're here, thank you very much. If it's all accurate, you're an absolute genius. We appreciate it. Here come Brighton now, trying to charge through, make a difference in the game. It is
Mills again, and Mills strikes it.
Oh, not a million miles away. And Mills, he's making a bit of a nuisance of himself here.
And that's the Mills that I was expecting to see in the first half. He was all over Eastbourne Borough in the semi-final. And the couple of times that I've seen him play, he does like to get on the ball and does like to dominate and create chances. And there he is in an attacking situation on the edge of the area. And it's taken a little deflection. We are going to get a corner. And if I'm right in saying, I think this is the game's first corner.
I think you're right, actually. Yes, it's going to be sure to take it. Mills, by the way, he's a Cyprus under-21 international. I did not know that. Now the ball comes into the box. It's headed away by Three Bridges. Velvic should get there first. It's going to be a foot race between him, though, and Callum Mackley. And he's pumped forward by it. Look at Leighton charging after this. It's going to be Hayden under pressure. Surely Leighton just barges him over.
That one was a free kick. Earlier we were like, it's a 50-50. That was a clear push.
That's the other way round. It's a penalty. Sorry, it's a red card, isn't it? It's the other way round. Not a penalty, not that far out. 53 minutes played, 1-1. The second half started to come alive here in the Sussex Transport Cup Senior Final.
As Hayden getting tripped, Hallard the offender. Just wait to... Really, neither side has really grabbed the game by the scruff of the leg for any long, sustained periods.
You know, we've got Jorginho Rutter here. We don't know. We think we've got Rio Ferdinand, or we've been told by somebody. Charlie Dawson says Messi is here as well because his mum's cousin supports Brighton. Who else do you think in that live chat? Let us know. Who else is here at the ground?
Oh, Messi! I thought he was talking about you leaving your stuff in the changing room. No, I didn't.
Here comes over on that left side. It's what's that going to be?
A goal kick.
Yeah, it could have been
That could
gone anyway. Really,
tight, that one. But it would make sense for Rio Ferdinand to be here with his son playing in the cup final. But I know he'll definitely be there on Friday when Brighton take on Manchester United in the Premier League 2 cup final.
Yeah, I must say, it's been a wonderful season for both these two clubs, no matter what happens tonight. Three Bridges, of course, have won the Isthmian South East Division. They are promoted to the Isthmian Premier. And
there's Brett just trying to make a nuisance of himself. Really good covering by Neathie. Had to get there first, did get there first.
Well, I think Neathie was actually expecting Roberts to come out and sort of left it a moment or so, but trying to break over on the right-hand side. It's a lovely ball into the box. Mackley will get there first. Hall was coming out to claim it, but he had to be careful because there was Noel Leighton.
And he used his strength, just couldn't quite get the wrong side of the defender. You're feeling he's going to have a chance before this game's out, though, as West really well shackled there by Josh Hallard.
Well, Noel Leighton is causing all sorts of problems, isn't he? He's a 29-year-old centre forward. He joined Three Bridges from youth ranks as well, so played at the likes of Dagenham and Redbridge. Knows what he's doing up top.
You wonder, though, with this Three Bridges, I was thinking with their promotion next year, will they keep faith in the players they've got them promoted, or Reece Hallard plays the ball through and the flag has stayed down? Real opportunity for Leighton into the area. He's got support if he wants it instead. Sort of got caught in two minds. It was neither a cross or a shot, and Ferdinand gets a foot in to take the pace off the ball.
Well, Kevin Riviera was charging completely unmarked into the box as well. A golden opportunity there, yes, and you're right, it did come off the foot of the Brighton defender there into the arms of a very grateful Stephen Hall.
But Three Bridges, certainly, you know they're going to get a clear-cut opportunity at some point in this game, but right now they're going to have to defend. Here's West. He's got three, make that four coming up into the box. There's the support. There's a strike! Oh, it's off the bar! What an effort from Shaw. That was spectacular.
Sorry about that, Dean. I was...
It's just got the crowd going. We can hear Marcus Vorspeak's first touch.
A massive opportunity for Brighton and Hove Albion to get a grip on the game goes. And the substitutions making an instant impact there. How will Three Bridges respond? It's a lovely ball through Velvic, chasing after it, put out of play by Mills. But it is going to be a throw, and Leighton straight over to grab the ball. So it's going to be a throw now for Three Bridges. Over on this left side, it looks like it's the number 5. Sam Bull is going to take this one.
Ball does launch it up into the box. It bounces through. It flicks towards the edge of the area. Leighton sliding in. No free kick given. Chance maybe for Adeyinka to get the ball into the box. Just held up and then tries to burst through too. Goes to ground. Free kick given by the referee.
Free kick.
And this is a real opportunity for Three Bridges.
I think our audio's back as well, everybody. Can you hear us in the live chat? Let us know. Do comment. We appreciate your patience, but you join us back on commentary at a crucial stage in this game. The hour mark is up, still 1-1, but Three Bridges with a free kick in a very dangerous position outside the box onto the right side.
And they've got plenty of heavy hitters to aim for in the box as well. As you'd expect, Neathie lurking towards the back post, as is Bull. I'm pretty sure one of the earliest predictions in the group chat was a Bull header.
Well, just quickly as well, I don't know if we picked it up for commentary. Brighton have made 2 changes, of course. Shane T and Henry Kazossi have come onto the pitch, and Middleton and Shaw have gone.
This set, Pete, it's quite a high line from them, considering where the ball is placed.
Oh, nice idea.
It's Ferreira.
Oh, he needed to hit it first time, didn't he, really? Brighton getting bodies out quickly to snaffle the initial danger away, but it comes to Neathie. Now it's with Adeyinka. Maybe he might have a go. It's a lovely ball over the top, hooked away by Brighton.
Kept alive by Ferreira. Three Bridges just trying to test the Brighton back line, but not getting that clear opportunity. And there's a free kick for a foul on Brett at the other end.
Brett went down and just picked the ball up, didn't he, before even thought the referee had blown. Looks like we're back as well, everybody. Thank you very much. Everybody said, yes, it is back. Thank you. Appreciate that. Great to have that live chat with you all as well. We love hearing from you. It is open. We can see your comments. Do keep them coming. We are, 25 minutes or so away from what will be a penalty shootout if it stays like this. Ball over the top. It's going to be straight into the arms of Stephen Hall.
Well, there you go. There was Hallard for the first time making that run in behind on the left-hand side, and Bennett was coming from deep as well to make the numbers. A better delivery there. Three Bridges, just for the moment, caught that Brighton back line, just switched off momentarily.
Stephen Hall, the Brighton goalkeeper, you know, he became the youngest ever player in the Australian A-League when he rolled out for Adelaide. Been at Brighton now since 2024. So represented Australia under 20 level as well. Really international flair here.
So, mate, we've got an Australian, we've got a Cypriot, we've got the other. You've mentioned quite a few nationalities.
Yeah, well, the likes of Noel Atom. He's not in the team tonight for Brighton. He's part of the under-21s. He spent 5 years at RB Leipzig before joining the Seagulls. Georgina says, can we have a shout out to Keegan Hutton, please? Absolutely.
Three Bridges.
Wow, what a question. Sorry, Dean, I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Stop me anytime. What a question this is. Question for the commentators and everyone else. What famous footballer played for Three Bridges? Superb. I'll be honest, I don't know.
I don't know.
That is brilliant.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, does that count? I don't know. Ball over the top.
I don't think he was kickboxing champion.
No, I don't either.
Definitely rocked out for Three Bridges, though. Ball's out of play. We will get things back underway. 66 minutes on the clock. 1-1 here. Both goals coming in the first half. It was Reece Hallard on the half-hour mark for Three Bridges, and then Zayn Alvarez, the captain for Brighton and Hove Albion, with about 7 or so minutes to go before the break, sliding in after a low ball into the box from Kofi Shaw on the left side. Now it goes up again, and look at that, trying to break through. That was Charlie Bennett, the number 20. Had a fairly quiet game, Bennett, but once he gets going, my word, he can attack like lightning.
He stepped in there as well.
No, Leighton still down on the ground.
He just ran out of options there, but he's managed to hold on the ball well, and he's won his side a free kick, much to the frustration of Callum Mackley. You're watching live coverage of the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final. 1-1 the scoreline. Your footage today powered by your instant replay. And it's a cup final that is firmly in the balance, with both sides giving it their all to try and find a winner.
Clint Moore is the answer, by the way, to that question. That's a brilliant one, that is.
I'm going to try and remember that for future cup finals.
Claire Brown has asked what league are Three Bridges in. Well, they've just been promoted. They've just won the Isthmian South East Division, which is step 4 of the non-league pyramid. They're now into the Isthmian Premier League. It's one down from the National League South. Next season, they'll be playing one division down from the National League South. I've got some more quiz questions as well. And one that I always like to do is a letter game. It's quite an open one. It's not necessarily relevant to Sussex, but Brighton begin with the letter B. Three Bridges begin with the letter T.
And here is a little B in Brett, who's trying to force his way through.
Yeah.
Just picked the wrong option there. Bennett was running through the middle. That would have been a double B, almost in time with the quiz question.
So, including the National League, I make it there are 19 teams in England's top 5 tiers that begin with the letter B. Can you name them? Can you name them? Now start popping them in that live chat. Who are they? I've got 4 teams, only 4 that begin with the letter T in England's top 5 tiers. Can you name them? Right, live chat, let's light it up. Let's get some teams beginning with B in there. This includes from the Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2 and the National League, and teams beginning with the letter T in honour, of course, of Three Bridges.
There you go. We've got one of those sides playing here tonight of the Bees. That gets us underway for everyone that's
well done.
in.
Brighton and Hove Albion is absolutely correct. There are 18 more. Can you name them? Just start popping them in there. We've had another. Luke Rush says, how's Sam Roberts, the Three Bridges keeper, played out of 10? To be fair, other than the goal, and it was a difficult one for him to save, wasn't it? Hasn't really had too much to do, as the ball's going to run through. This time it's Stephen Hall, the Brighton goalkeeper, hooks the ball into the now ever darkening skies here on the south coast.
And that's going to be a free kick given away by Brett. Oh no, for a delayed whistle from the referee. The Three Bridges fans are finding their voice. They like that lovely bit of skill from Brett, and immediately he was hit with a challenge from behind. And Three Bridges won the ball and also won the free kick. Am I supposed to contribute to these answers? Or
well,
are you
we've got lots coming in. Shall I start reading some out? Because we've got a little bit of a gap whilst we wait for this to be taken. Bromley, very, very good, Martin. Right, Aegis Tech Reviews said Brentford, Brighton. They've said Bournemouth. Right, now I'm going to be that guy. Bournemouth.
Oh, you're going to say
does
AFC
not
Bournemouth? Yeah, okay.
Because it is officially AFC Bournemouth. I know I am that person. I am that person.
It's a free kick for Three Bridges.
But somebody will tell me off if I include Bournemouth. Because they'll be like, you can't include Bournemouth because it's AFC. Here come Three Bridges now on the right side. A ball, beautiful ball, dinked over the top, but it's going to run all the way through. West is going to chase after it, but it's going to be picked up by the number 3 of Josh Hallard here.
Bar post. Rivera tried to keep the attack alive. There were screams from the supporters for a potential push on the captain, Noel Leighton, but I don't think they were founded in anything more than optimism.
Yeah, Shane NT there, who just wins the free kick for Brighton and Hove Albion. Has been an Albion boy since under 13s level, as Shane NT made his Premier League 2 debut for the club in February 2025. Scored in the quarter-final of Premier League 2 against West Ham just the other week.
It was a cracking goal, if I remember rightly.
It was, yeah. They were helped. West Ham were reduced down to 10 men in that game as well. Josh Ajala sent off It was a few upset West Ham supporters, let's put it that way. Burton is correct. Somebody's done very good. Brooke Spearing says Barrow. Barnet, Bristol Rovers, Blackpool, absolutely correct. Yeah, keep them coming.
If you've got Bristol Rovers, you've got to put the other one in there.
Nobody said it yet.
Bristol City.
Oh, you've given it away. Yes. Look at that, 19 minutes to go here at the Amex. 1-1 between Brighton and Hove Albion and Three Bridges FC.
Just entered a little bit of a lull, isn't it? It's that kind of period where both managers might be looking towards the bench. I think Brighton are preparing to make another change as well momentarily.
We haven't seen a change actually from Three Bridges yet, have we?
We haven't. And you look on the bench, you've got the likes of Defika, Dupre. You might think would come onto the pitch as Three Bridges are going in search of a goal that would put them ahead for the second time in this game and potentially lift this famous old trophy for the first time in their history.
Well, you can see what the Three Bridges fans think of that particular decision. Free kick for, though we've got is that Adeyinka down on the ground now for Three Bridges.
And just as we say that, there is Three Bridges player stripped off, ready to come on over the far side. Bit of cramp there for Adeyinka.
Yeah,
Brighton pitch is quite a big pitch. I know they all have to fall within a certain amount of parameters, but the Brighton pitch is one of the biggest in the league.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
I don't know the
when I was walking around it, getting lost. Yeah. Well, at the minute, it looks like it's Adeyinka down on the ground. The man who just joined Three Bridges last summer. And
looks like Brighton going to make a change as Brett is going to be replaced by Ibrahim.
Yeah, he's struggled to make an impact on the game, hasn't he, Adam Brett, the number 9 for Brighton tonight. But Ibrahim comes on. Wait to see who is going to come onto the pitch for Three Bridges.
Yeah, Ibrahim certainly had an effect when he came on in the semi-final against Eastbourne Borough.
I do love these comments. Thomas says, can we count Tottenham or are we going with the Spurs based off the Bournemouth logic? The logic isn't the same because Tottenham Hotspur is the official name of Tottenham Hotspur, whereas Bournemouth's official name is AFC Bournemouth. And there's the change now for Three Bridges.
And it's Rivera coming off for Woollards.
Well, there's been a lot of support for Harvey Woolard on social media. He came through the youth ranks at the Bridges, was captain of the under-18s as well. Scored against East Grinstead right at the beginning of the season, Harvey Woolard. He's a bit of a fan favourite up at Three Bridges.
And you can hear it's lifted the mood of the fans as well. They were feeling slightly disgruntled. They're feeling that a couple of decisions haven't gone their way. They've got Woollards to lift the spirits for the final 15 or so minutes of this cup final, which is evenly poised. Brighton Hove Albion 1, Three Bridges 1, the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final live at the Amex. And now a chance maybe on the far side.
Yeah, nice ball
steaming into the box. It's Bennett at the far post.
Whipped all the way across. It just needed somebody to take a bit of a risk and almost throw their body onto the ball, but danger's not quite cleared yet. It's a difficult ball to deal with.
Second attempt, I thought Hallow was going to get a touch in there.
Well, it bounced right in front of Stephen Hall. Then it was a difficult one, and he just spilt it ever so much, but did really well to recover and snatch it back up again. Wow. Suddenly, Three Bridges fans have come alive over on the far side here. And we've got 15 minutes to go. 1-1 penalty shootout looming if it stays like this.
Brighton have managed to force the turnover high in the Three Bridges half. And they've got 4 up here in this attack.
Josh Clevitz is how old?
Is West. Sorry. West on his left foot, strikes it towards goal. It's just the wrong side of the upright.
Wow. I said earlier, I said in the first half, I think Aidan West is going to have a big say in this game, and that might have been the moment I was referring to.
West agonisingly close to putting Brighton ahead.
Josh Clevitt, are you okay to play this game? Josh Clevitt says, how old are the commentators?
Surprisingly young.
No, how old do you think we are, Josh? My name's Ian Waterhouse. How old do you think I am?
My name's Dean Kilford, and I'm a little bit older.
Only a little bit, though.
Only a little bit.
I don't think by much. I'll take that as a compliment. Three Bridges on the ball over on the left-hand side.
Charging from Velvik. Looking for support, gets it in the shape of Hallard. Nice touch to get away from his man, and Velvik really struggling. You could see he was grimacing as he went to collect that ball, and Hallard trying to flick the ball away. I think Velvik needs to come off here. Well, he's won the ball back, and now he's stretched out and he's cramped up. That's really unfortunate for the Three Bridges number 17. That's the gap of not playing for 3.5 weeks, that you can't quite replicate the physicality and the intensity in training as you can playing week in, week out.
I'll tell you, they've done really well though, matching them, haven't they? Although we are now starting to see a few Three Bridges players go down, cramping up a little bit.
Look over to just off your camera to the right hand side. We've got 3 or 4 players that's really stretching out the hamstring and calves.
Yeah, Josh Hallard is down there stretching as well, I can see, and yeah, the cramp is creeping in a little bit. Right, I've got to say Thomas is my new best friend, because he says these commentators don't sound a day past 21 with their sense of humour. Josh Clevitt.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Josh Clevitt might be stalking us on social media, because he's got my age absolutely spot on.
Oh,
I don't know how old you are, Dean, so I don't want to say.
I'm all the fours. All the fours.
All the fours.
There you go.
Oh, well, I hope he's added 2 to you then. Josh, Matthew says 25 and 28. Josh is closer. I'm Ian Waterhouse. I am 40 years of age. Dean, take it away.
Yeah, Dean Kilford, 44 years of age. There we go. Oh, lovely from Hayden. Hayden, maybe a heavy touch there, but he still keeps going. That's really good defending from Ball. He just stayed with him all the way. Didn't nip in, didn't bite, and won the ball at the right opportunity. That's really good at the other end from Leighton, making a nuisance of himself and winning the throw-in for Three Bridges. And there's the cramp again. And
another player down.
I think it's Velvik again. I think he's got to cut. I don't want a player to come off, but I think if you're suffering that much, you become a little bit of a liability. If you overstretch with the ball, you pull yourself out.
I actually think as well, Dean, on a serious note, Brighton and Hove Albion might be a little bit gutted there isn't extra time. Because now Three Bridges, with the players cramping up a little bit, might be looking to a penalty shootout here as their best opportunity to potentially win this. Although I say that, they're still looking so dangerous going forward, aren't they?
They are indeed. Just remind me, on the way to the final, Three Bridges have already come through a penalty shootout, haven't they? Yeah,
against Horsham, winning 4-1. It was actually Velvik who scored in that 1-1 draw with Horsham. He's had a very good game, hasn't he? We will be asking all of you in the live chat very soon to give us your player of the match. We've still got 11 minutes of the 90 to go, and of course this does have to be decided tonight. It's the final. There is no tomorrow in the Sussex Transport Senior Cup, so it has to be decided tonight.
That's really dramatic. There's no tomorrow. I like that.
Selling the story, Dean. I'm selling the story.
And we are getting to that crucial stage with 10 minutes to go, and quite understandably, Jamie Krellin, the Three Bridges manager, is going to make a couple of changes.
Yeah, I think it's the right time to, isn't it? 11 on the clock to go here. So Three Bridges. It's going to be a throw for Three Bridges once we get things back underway, and it's the 17 coming off, which is Velvik.
Yeah. Thought we'd see him on the pitch sooner rather than later. And again, substitution just gets the crowd going again, and you feed off that as a player. I presume. I've never been in that situation, but I presume you feed off that.
Well, when you play in the Bracknell five-a-side league, I can tell you, when you come onto that pitch in front of one man and his dog, it makes all the difference. Yeah, Will Dupre coming onto the pitch. Only recently joined the club in March as well from Sevenoaks Town for the run-in, and it's paid dividends with Three Bridges, of course, winning the Isthmian South East Division. Brighton and Hove Albion, we must say, what a season they have had as well. They're into the Premier League 2. That's the under-21s. The final of the league, they'll take on Manchester United. If they win that, they will be Premier League 2 champions, which is no mean feat. There's 29 teams in total in Premier League 2. Of course, all the heavy hitters in there as well, the likes of Manchester United and Chelsea and Leeds United and Burnley.
Indeed, as Brighton look to push on in this final 10 minutes, it's Mackley, the captain, who levelled things up. Zayn Albarus. It's a really well-worked Brighton goal. It's one of 2 or 3 moments I can think of where they really whipped the ball around quickly.
Yeah, Brighton trying to create something. Here's West. Here's the man I think is going to do something in this game. Strong play, though, by the number 3, Josh Hallard.
He's had a brilliant
Reece.
game down there, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Of course, his brother Reece on the score sheet. Scored in the 30th minute on the half-hour mark. And how different the game looked then.
And T gets it back to West. Hayden happy to take a touch.
We've had some really nice comments, by the way, in the live chat. I just want to say you're such a nice group of people watching this game. Thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. As I said, we can see the live comments tonight. It really does mean a lot to us. Here is Ferdinand. It's just been fed back to NT. Yes, yeah, I thought that was... He was really getting up the pitch, wasn't he? Apparently Rio is in the crowd. Jorginho Rutter's in the crowd. Apparently Lionel Messi's here as well. He's definitely not here.
Ibrahim with a low cross. Turns away.
Oh,
it's going to be a corner.
What are we? 8 minutes to go here.
Hallard and Alvarez, the goal scorers. Will we find a winner in the remaining 7 minutes plus? I reckon it's going to be a good 4 or 5 minutes added time.
Absolutely, indeed. Now, I've just been told by Thomas on YouTube that Donald Trump is in the crowd tonight as well. Oh, what a great attendance, by the way. I said earlier, I asked some of the staff here from the Sussex FA when I arrived around about 3:30 what they were expecting the attendance to be. They said around about 1,200. It's just tipped the 1,500 mark. 1,506 inside the Amex.
He's got him behind. Then he cut the ball across. He slid in. It's off the bar again and cleared off the line.
Oh,
how
my
important
word.
might that clearance be? And there's Hallard at the other end, and a free kick's given, and Ibrahim charging in on the left-hand side. It was almost identical to the move that led to their goal in the first half. But this time it's the underside of the crossbar for the second time in this half for Brighton. It's been rattled, but the score remains at 1 apiece.
Wow, what a moment. I think my heart rate has quite come down here. It's one of those Panic at the Disco right at the end there, isn't it? Wow. That was... Oh, you just sense now with 5 to go, don't you, that we're into the territory of next goal wins, isn't it, really?
That's it. Is that when you have to go home because mum's called for dinner?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Although that normally happens when you're at 10-0 up and somebody decides to call next goal wins and they score it.
Oh, that's going to be a free kick on the far side.
Yellow card as well. It's going to be a booking.
Yeah, Mills taking one for the team.
Yeah, no arguments for that. He knew it was coming.
And there's another Horsham player down off the camera that you're looking at. I think it's Neathie. And it was Neathie who was in the right place to prevent the follow-up and keep Three Bridges firmly in this cup final.
Now, that is actually only the second yellow card of the game. It was Bull who was yellow carded for Three Bridges a little bit earlier. Now Harry Mills shown the yellow.
It's been played in good spirits. It's been competitive, but it's been fair. That's what we like to see. As Three Bridges now have an opportunity to load up the box. They've got 4 groups up towards the back post. Brighton keeping their line right on the edge of the 18. Bull's joined up late as well. No one's picked him up at the near post. The ball, though, towards the edge of the area, flicked on towards the direction of the ball. He does get a touch on it, but it's not one that's going to trouble the goalkeeper, Stephen Hall.
700 of you watching now as well. Great to have you along. We are 4 minutes away plus extra time. Well, added injury time, I should say. I don't want people to get confused. There is no official extra time as such. We'll go straight to whatever's the 4th official Tom Price deems will be added on to the 90, and then we go straight to a penalty shootout if there is no winner in this one.
There's plenty of space on the far side. Kasvosvik to NT. Albaraz, Brighton's goal scorer, getting involved as well. Feels like every Brighton player's had a touch of the ball since they've regained possession. Ferdinand takes over.
3 to go. I'm keeping my eye firmly on the clock and the 4th official down there.
Ferdinand's just allowed so much time in the ball. You just wonder Is someone going to take a risk? Is someone going to become a hero in the final couple of minutes and write their name into Sussex football folklore?
Well, I imagine Three Bridges will be quite happy with a penalty shootout right now. I think Brighton will be quite eager to get this done. As we've rightly said, they do have that Premier League 2 final against Manchester United coming up. Although penalty shootouts will get on with it pretty quick. They won't want to extend this evening any more than they necessarily have to. Here's Ibrahim now with the ball into the box. It's a good effort. It's strongly well headed away. It falls to NT, gets a shot away. It's going to be a corner.
Just there, showing the size of tiredness from the Three Bridges players, who are absolutely put every ounce, every sinew of their being into this performance. And they are trying to, right now, preserve the scoreline, which is 1 apiece, which, as it stands, would, as we keep reminding you, will lead to a penalty shootout.
Corner for Brighton. The arms go up. We've got white and blue shirts flooded in the box. It runs all the way through, and it's going to be picked back up again, though. It was Ferdinand who picked up the loose ball. Goes all the way back to Stephen Hall, the Brighton goalkeeper. Switches it over to the left side this time, almost on the halfway line, right in front of the dugouts over there. There is Tom Price, our 4th official. He's holding the board. We will find out momentarily how much time is going to be added on. It's going to run through to Sam Roberts in the Three Bridges goal, who's going to quite happily take his time.
It does feel, and it seems a bit obvious to say it now as we're with 1 minute to go plus added time, that it's now destined for penalties.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out how much
We had a
time
later
is going to
winner
be
last
added on.
year. We did have a later goal last year when Horsham scored with a free kick in added time to give them back-to-back Sussex Transport Senior Cup victories. And there's 6 minutes.
6.
Big 6.
Well, I was at Wembley for the National League Cup final the other day, and Rochdale equalised in the 97th minute. So this is not over yet.
Could be a chance for a break on
Hips
here,
and
and that's a
heels
free
there.
kick, and that's a...
It's going to be another yellow, Leighton.
Yeah, you take that at this stage of the game. Oh, you don't want that injury, though. That's because Vosvi's moved away initially rather gingerly, but he seems okay now. West has pulled into lots of space on this near side, and Brighton have got on with it quickly, and that's where they're looking to go. Here's Hayden. Ibrahim inside him. Hayden keeps possession. He's got space to run into as well. Hallard tracking back.
It's West. Still think he's going to do something magical. It's been pushed on into the box. It's drilled in low.
It was Vosvi again.
Yeah, it was Hayden Neath. He got his body in the way.
Has he won a corner? Yes, he has. Final touch.
I don't think we've had a Three Bridges corner in the entire game, have we?
We have not. You're absolutely correct in that.
And we still don't, because it's a Brighton corner, but I just thought I would make the point. It's great to see so many people. 1,506, the official attendance tonight inside the Amex. Is there a late twist in the tail? It goes up, it's headed on, it's going to be a Brighton throw.
Such an important flick at the back post. There was 2 Seagulls lining up at the back post to nod that one in.
It's actually turning into a very pleasant evening now as well, isn't it?
Last time you said that,
Yeah.
it absolutely opened up. Here's
a bit of space here. Oh, a bit of a wasted opportunity. Blazed high and over the bar into the empty stand behind the goal. I imagine Shannon Roof will be a little bit frustrated with that. We are about to see another change, though, for Three Bridges.
And there's this with penalties in mind.
Yeah, I think it could be Ben Holden, the player, coming on, and we think
Bull
is it Bull
coming off. He's cramped up a couple of times just off the camera. He's been stretching out. It's a safety precautions thing.
He's a centre midfielder, Ben Holden. Played for Haywards Heath Town, just up the road. Also played for Sutton Common Rovers. Midfielder or a fullback. And, of course, Bull has been booked in this game as well. Not that with 3 minutes to go he's done anything to suggest that he might be sent off.
Well, you mentioned Haywards Heath Town. They were in the driving seat for a long time in the Sussex County Premier Division. And then they were overtaken by Stenning Town, who got themselves promoted. And we're still waiting to see the team that joins them as
well. Here could be a twist. Leighton loads up, has a shot. Last gas defending, great block by Brighton.
And the final will be played in Guernsey after much rain-gore against Peacehaven and Telcombe. So one of those two sides will go into the division that Three Bridges won last year. Ball over the top again, looking for the big number 9, Noel Leighton.
Just talking about that, is that the one that they tried to move to the mainland and then got a bit of backlash?
Something to do with flights. The full story is a little bit shady. We won't go into those details here, but eventually it's going to be played in Guernsey again, I believe this Sunday, if I've got my dates right. No, it's later than that. It's another week away, I think. But that will decide who joins Stenning in the Isthmian South East Division next year.
I always find non-league days quite late as well, isn't it? The Wealdstone v Southend FA Trophy game. And, of course, they have the Vars game on the same day as well. I know just don't do it, actually.
You know, Brighton with a time running out, 90 seconds or so remaining.
Josh Clevitt says, are either of you commentators on Friday at Culver Road? I'm not, but I don't know about you, Dean.
Well, Friday, I won't be there this Friday. You'll hear my voice on the Sussex Disability Cup final. That's being played on Thursday night. Live at Culver Road. As Brighton are pushing the ball around the edge of the area. Three Bridges with everybody back apart from the main man up front.
Ball drilled in low. Sorry, Dean, to take that one away there. I was just getting a little bit excited, and now Three Bridges and Leighton can't quite get after that one. Here is Mills. We're into the final minute of the 6 added on here in the final of the 2026 Sussex Transport Senior Cup. Straight to penalties, unless there's a goal literally now.
Leighton's going to use his strength and he's going to hold it up well. He's done that well all game. Battled there and he's done even better.
Away.
He skipped away.
And look at the captain.
Has Hallard got the legs to keep up with him?
Well, Woolard is charging into the box now. It's still Leighton. He's done so well. Just get the ball into the box. It's drilled in.
It's hit his own teammate. And that could lead to a break at the other end as Three Bridges have committed bodies forward.
It hit Woolard, but I think he was signalling handball, but it came off his. I'm not quite sure how that one. But here is West now for Brighton. Surely last chance of the game. This is it now.
Ibrahim, can he pick out a big cross? 3 to aim for. There's the delivery towards the penalty spot. The header comfortably saved by Sam Roberts, but there may well have been a few Three Bridges supporters with hearts in their mouths as the full-time whistle goes. We are going to penalties. Nothing to separate the two sides.
Well. A penalty shootout to decide the 2026 Sussex Transport Senior Cup. Well, what have you made of that, Dean? 1-1 after the 90. Both goals coming in the first half as well. They cannot be separated in the second.
Indeed, and I think when you look at the balance of players have shown in this game, throwing their bodies on the line, Neathy blocking after the ball ricocheted off the underside of the bar, making sure he was there first to make sure there was no Brighton player there to follow up. We'll be having penalties really shortly. Before then, let's try and catch up some of the best moments from that first and second half, which has finished. Brighton Hove Albion 1, Three Bridges 1. So we are back, and penalties. It is nothing to separate Brighton Hove Albion and Three Bridges in the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final. Ian Waterhouse alongside me here. How are the nerves feeling now for these players ahead of this penalty shootout?
I don't know if you can see, but just look at the dugouts there. Everybody's on their feet. Three Bridges fans are on their feet. Brighton fans are sitting down. But it is going to be Three Bridges to get us underway. So Stephen Hall, the Brighton and Hove Albion goalkeeper, he's just tapping his studs against the upright. And I think it is going to be Charlie Bennett to take the first penalty, Dean.
And you bigged him up right at the start of the game, and he's got the big pressure. Is the pressure on the first penalty take?
First one, there is still time to recover, isn't there? But here we go. It is Bennett up against Hall.
That's a real paced out precision 2 steps back. There's the start step, and the keeper goes the wrong way. Three Bridges with the perfect start.
Cool, calm and collected there from Charlie Bennett. And it gives Three Bridges ever such a slight advantage in this penalty shootout. Just settles the nerves a little bit. All the players down on the halfway line. The Brighton players are all holding on to each other. It's high fives for Charlie Bennett from the rest of his squad. And it is going to be Yunus Ibrahim to take this for Brighton. Sam Roberts, the Three Bridges goalkeeper, makes his way into the centre.
I wonder if they've got all of the penalty takers on their water bottles ahead of this one, seeing which way they go.
Here we go.
Here's Ibrahim. Left-footed, strikes it. Same
Good
corner,
penalty.
same result. One apiece.
Yeah, 2 very good penalties. 1-1 after 1 penalty each. Oh, it is nerve-wracking, isn't it?
I wasn't sure if it was nerves or the cold up here.
yeah, it might be the cold, actually. Well, certainly for us, for the players, it's probably nerves. It's Ben Holden now, the second half substitute for Three Bridges. He's making his way. He's got the ball in his arms. It's Stephen Hall, the goalkeeper for the Seagulls. He now makes his way towards the goal. Is he going to tap his boots again? No, he doesn't this time. He's happy he's got rid of enough turf.
I always say the keepers do that so many times a game. I wonder how much grass you can get under your studs.
Yeah,
anyway,
here we go. Holden against Hall.
Long run up from the edge of the area. It's a casual run. It's a fierce finish. Boom! Pick that out.
Boom indeed. Pow into the back of the net. A firecracker there from Ben Holden. And Three Bridges, 2 penalties, 2 goals.
I felt like we could have got any more comic book references into that penalty.
It's like Batman in the 1960s.
Well, here's Kozvosvi to take the next Brighton
penalty. You say that so well, by the way, Dean. I'm going to let you call this one. I can't pronounce it properly.
Well, it's...
What I can tell you, it's Sam Roberts in goal for Three Bridges.
I don't know. I detect a bit of... I don't know if it's a bit of gamesmanship.
Well, Three Bridges fans doing all the booing here, trying to put him off.
A really central run-up. It's going to be left-footed, and it's a brilliant penalty.
We all are so far, aren't we? 2 penalties apiece, and it's 2-2 in the shootout. All 4 penalties have been scored so far. I think this is Reece Hallard now making his way up towards the penalty spot, and it is the goal scorer scored for Three Bridges on the half-hour mark to set things underway, and now he's going to take the Bridges' 3rd penalty here.
Well, thank joining us here on the live chat. Another native be tuning in for the full finale of this penalty shootout. The goalkeeper! It's the same goal as scoring.
penalty. So this is to level it up and make it all square in the shootout. And it's Aidan West who's going to put the ball down, who's had a very, very good game.
Has indeed. He's been lively on the pitch. Can he restore parity?
Oh.
And yes, he can. That is nerves of steel to take a penalty like that in the shootout.
I thought for a split second it was going over. 4-4 on this penalty shootout. We have had 8 penalties in total, and all 8 have been converted.
And here is Noel Leighton, the big number 9 for Three Bridges, to take the final penalty. I asked you before whether there's...
I think it's Joe Belmont walking up to the spot. What a moment this is for Belmont and for Sam Roberts between the sticks of Three Bridges. If he can make one save, history will be made in Three Bridges' greatest ever season.
The greatest season. Whatever happens, this is going to be their greatest season. But a save here from Sam Roberts could cap it off with the best results. And he saves it! Three Bridges win the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final, and Sam Roberts is the hero.
Well, I do not believe it, and look at what it means. The Three Bridges players, fans, supporters, staff, everybody is going absolutely ballistic inside the Amex Stadium.
At the other end, I just want to comment, the Brighton players have gone straight over to Belmont, who looks really distraught down there behind the goal. Whilst we see the scenes of celebration, quite rightly so, for these Three Bridges players. It's really good sportsmanship. Some of the Three Bridges players have gone to console Belmont after that penalty miss, but that will take nothing away from what a save from Sam Roberts.
Well, we would saying just make one save and you will create history. And look at this, the class from both sets of players now to go over and give big handshakes now. And you're right, actually, great credit to the young Brighton players to go straight over to Belmont, who had his penalty saved there, just to let him know, look, it's all right, mate. It happens. It's part of football. These young players for Brighton and Hove Albion will have huge days ahead of them. But for Three Bridges tonight, history has been made. They are the champions, the 2026 Sussex Transport Senior Cup.
The first time in their history they've reached the final. The first time in their history they've lifted, or they're about to lift the trophy. Myself and Ian are going to get down the pitch side, ready ahead of the trophy presentation. Right now, enjoy some of the best moments for what has been a thrilling Sussex Transport Senior Cup final, where Three Bridges are going to lift the trophy. They've beaten Brighton Hove Albion 5-4 on penalties.
I'm going to come down the way.
Audio's 3 hours now.
Well, we have just sprinted round to get a bird's eye view of what is going to be one of the finest moments in Three Bridges history.
I don't think I've ever been this close to a trophy lift before, Dean. I'm so excited for it. Look at what it means to them as well. The smiles down here are absolutely sensational. And what it means to Jamie Krellin as well. We spoke to him a little bit earlier. He was a captain as a player for this club. He's now guided them to promotion and their first ever Sussex Transport Senior Cup. Now, though, is the moment we've all been waiting for.
You know, you kind of feel like the goalkeeper should be lifting a trophy. It was his save that has earned the penalty shootout win. But, of course, it will be the captain.
Well, I wonder which one, because we've had two captains tonight. It's going to be Woolard who's going to take it. And here we go.
The winners of the 2026 Sussex Transport Senior Cup are Three Bridges!
Champione is the chant from the Three Bridges players and staff alike down here at the Amex Stadium. What a night, what a moment for this club. 125 years of history, and 2025-26 season has been the greatest of them all.
Well, and to fair credit again to all the Brighton players that are just walking past us here. They've stayed on to clap and show their support to the Three Bridges players who are lifting the trophy for the very first time in their history. What a huge moment it is for them, that will live long in the memories of the 1,506 that were packed into the stadium and the many, many hundreds more that tuned in on this live stream. We're just going to take a very, very quick break before we come in with some interviews to hear from our fantastic sponsors. No interviews. Well, thank you very much for tuning into this live coverage of the Sussex Transport Senior Cup final, where what you can see right now are the Three Bridges players enjoying every single moment, Ian.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant moment, isn't it? I don't think we're going to get a chance to speak to anybody. I think Shannon Roof is already gone. We're going to let Jamie Krellin celebrate with his team. I just want to say a massive thank you to all the staff here at Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club for hosting this wonderful event. Everybody at the Sussex FA, all the volunteers. Can I say a massive thank you to all of you, wherever you've been watching as well. That live chat has been open. I've enjoyed all of it with you so much tonight. I've been Ian Waterhouse. It has been a real treat. But I'm going to hand back to Dean for the final word.
Oh, thank you, Ian. And I can only echo what you've said. It has been such an occasion. We've been absolutely looked after. And you can see now the Three Bridges players enjoying every moment with the Three Bridges fans. They've made the noise for the majority of the evening. We're getting treated to a light show here at the Amex Stadium, which is something to behold as well. It has been a fantastic evening. We can run through the game. Hallard's goal after half an hour set the tone. The equaliser just on the stroke broke their hearts momentarily, but they fought, they scratched, they clawed, they got themselves to penalties, crump and all, and then one man became a hero, Sam Roberts, with an amazing penalty save, which has earned Three Bridges their first ever Sussex Transport Senior Cup. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We hope you come and join in and tune in with us again. Hit like, hit subscribe on that button so you do not miss any cup finals, any semi-finals, any games streamed live on the Sussex FA. I've been Dean Kilford, joined by the fantastic Ian Waterhouse, and we'll see you again real soon.